right, everybody, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Around the Post podcast. Today we are joined by Mr. Aanik Lohani himself. Give us a round of applause, everyone.
Yes, first guest ever.
First guest ever.
How do you feel about that? Feel good?
Ecstatic.
I bet. Let's go.
He's joined on lucky episode number 13 now. Matt's lucky number.
Correct.
For those of you that do not know Aanik, he is 27 years old. He turned pro in 2022, right?
Yep.
He is currently a 5.9 doubles duper. Right now he is single. He's not single. Sorry,
Not single.
He just got married, actually.
He's a 6.65 singles duper rated. You also played Ben Johns in 2023. Is that right?
I did in the finals of the Vegas Slam.
That's incredible. So he's currently top 50 in singles. He has once reached top 9 in singles in the world, and you are currently top 120 in doubles. So yeah.
Solid stuff.
Yeah, thanks for joining us on our podcast. But you also were recently married.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Well, thanks for having me here, guys. This is it was really fun to be on the pod. We got married. Marnie and I got married in October. So it's been 2 months. We just got back from Barbados, our honeymoon.
Let's go.
It was the best time ever. We didn't play any pickleball, but there was a pickleball tournament at the all-inclusive resort that we were at. And if you won it, it was an extra free night, but I let someone else.
No.
I let someone else have a free night.
Oh, how tempting were you?
Yeah, I was tempted. I did watch a few points, though.
Were they good?
No, it was mainly a lot of like 50s and 60-year-old guys.
And you didn't want the free night?
No, we weren't there for pickleball. There was much more important priorities.
For sure.
So.
For sure.
Nice. Well, congratulations. Did she play at all?
No, she doesn't, but
Okay.
for how little she plays, she's surprisingly good. We just had a work event.
Okay.
She works for General Mills, and we had a work event yesterday, and all of her work buddies came, and we played on a couple different courts, and they were very impressed by her tui. She said she hasn't been looking at my tui at all, but I think she has been getting a few tips from me. But yeah, her tui do not hit to her backhand. So yeah,
Interesting.
She's got a nasty two-handed backhand.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, Marty, I see
Yeah.
you. See you.
Cool. Well, yeah, thanks again for joining us today. Stay tuned for the Tyra instructional video that should be coming out either this week or in the next week. So stay tuned for that. Matt, talk to me about the topics that we're going to go over today.
Yes, sir. So we got question of the day, which we'll go over in a little bit. We got some really big PPA news. I mean, maybe, in my mind, one of the most influential signings ever. Maybe the most influential signing ever in pickleball history with Nike. And then, of course, our main topic is this guy right here, Aanik. We'll be obviously asking him some questions, having some open discussions about his life as a pro, injury history, like nutrition, what's travel like, as a professional, why you love the sport, stuff like that. Then we'll be doing a little bit of a PPA Lakeville preview because that's coming up here next week. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
That's awesome.
It's back in Minnesota.
Let's go.
The PPA is back.
Yes, sir. I love it.
I heard Onyx playing Ben Johns again. Like, Ben's just flying in just for that, even though he's not even playing in the tournament.
Ben will not be coming.
I don't think Ben comes to any cold weather condition.
He hates us. I think he just hates Minnesota in general. And indoors. He does not like indoors. And then just a brief, the PPA Masters is going on right now as we speak. So it's Friday. So tomorrow semis, Saturday. So we'll talk a little bit about that, including a pretty good result from one of the Minnesota boys, Adam Harvey.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Had a hell of a match with Fed.
Yes, that was
Unbelievable.
a crazy match.
That guy is really ascending.
He is.
And so we'll go over that in a little bit. But first, we'll go over question of the day first. What is your favorite part about going to a PPA Tour event besides playing? Okay, so that's our question of the day. I'll start.
Yep.
Mine is just, honestly, if I know anyone there, I love going and supporting and cheering them on first and foremost. I'm kind of like, I have that coach kind of mentality and mindset. So I love cheering people on. I love that aspect of sports in general, like audience, crowds. I know when I'm playing, even though I don't get crowds very often, maybe one person, my mom or something, But I honestly, like every person that cheers me on, I get so much energy from that. Yeah. And I love it. So that's why I kind of want to bring that back to them too, whoever I'm cheering on. And then just the energy, the atmosphere, right, of a PPA event, especially like indoors like that. Dude, it's so loud and it's vibrant. You see a bunch of people that always saying hi, always cheering you on. So I love the atmosphere and energy of a PPA Tour event too.
So you want me to bring a megaphone on Monday?
Yes.
You want me to get kicked out?
Yeah, Matt. Yes. Cool. At least a sign or something. Big head? Giant head?
I don't know if I will do a sign, but I will be there watching.
Yes, sir.
I will cheer. You've heard me cheer plenty of times.
Yeah.
So,
I appreciate you.
I get competitive even as cheering.
I do too.
Sometimes people will shoot me.
There's a lot of fans that do get competitive.
Yeah, and I'll just scream even louder. So, cool.
Also, really quick, the merch is here.
Merch is sick.
Let's go. It's sweet.
Dang,
Really like this, how it turned out. This is crispy. We'll have an online store very soon. So it won't be this probably material or anything.
Unfortunately, Aanik, we don't have enough merch for you. Send us your size after the pod. We'll get you one.
We're broke.
Everyone on our podcast will get some merch. Don't worry.
Sweet.
So let us know your size.
That's a cool design too.
Yeah.
Nice
it's
logo.
Sweet. So appreciate that. And we got the hat going. And
hat, sweatshirts and stuff too.
Nice.
But yeah, we just got this a few days ago, and
just in time.
So far.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just in time for the PPA.
I heard Aanik's wearing it.
Are you going to have I don't know if Joola would be so happy about that.
Yeah, that's fair.
If you win. Right. Make the finals. I mean, it's a weaker field, probably, a little bit. Maybe not so much for singles.
No, singles is still packed. It's packed all around. I thought there weren't going to be many pros that traveled up to Minnesota, but they
made the trek. Or they're going to make it.
Yeah,
we think.
Right, exactly. If we don't have another thunder or snowstorm like we did 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Was it bad?
My car got towed.
It was bad.
Literally on the way. No, because I got stuck about maybe 100 feet from the driveway. Because the night before, I knew there was going to be a snowstorm, so I stayed at my brother's place in Lakeville, which was literally like 5 minutes.
Smart.
Couldn't make it there. I made it probably 200 feet.
I thought your brother lives in Maple Grove.
He moved from Lakeville.
I gotcha.
So at this time, I couldn't even get down the street. I got stuck on the way.
That's crazy.
And my mixed doubles partner had to come pick me up and drive me.
Oh, no way.
To make the qualies. It was unbelievable.
You just left your car there?
Yep. I had to. I had no other choice. I had to get qualified, man. Which didn't turn out, but lost anyway.
Not worth it.
Actually, no. We qualified for men's doubles, but not for singles, which is in the morning. So, anywho, I got a nice $300 towing ticket. That was excellent.
Charge it to the PPA.
Yeah,
I should have.
It's their fault.
I didn't take the insurance.
Yeah.
So. Unbelievable.
All right. My answer would be I think watching on TV looks a lot slower,
way slower.
Like when I watch them, like I'm a 4-0, right? So like I'm like I can pull off those shots and the lead. Like my team
come on,
way better. Her moon ball serves now.
Yeah, I can do that.
Easy, but no, I think watching in person is just ridiculous. Even like watching Matt, like he's a 5-0-ish.
On a good day.
4-3. More like 4-3.
So it's just incredible watching even Matt play in person. So I've never even seen pros play. Actually, the highest level person I've ever seen play, well, besides Tyra, was Sammy Lee. And just watching him play was just electric. And then to know that there's a step up, like, I can't wait to watch Big H. Like, that's going to be crazy. So, because I'm pretty new to pickleball. I've only been in the sport for not even a full year yet, really. And I've never really seen pro players actually play. So I'm super excited just to watch the pace of play in person. So that'll be cool.
It's a lot different.
The speed is unreal.
Yeah. And then if you think that's big deal too, then just try to be on the opposite side of the court too, because you see it on TV, that's one level. Then you see it in person, that's the second level. And then once you're actually
on the court,
amplified. Like in Dallas at Worlds, Mo and I played against Fetty and Hayden. and we got steamrolled because Hayden was just. I mean, there's levels to this.
Yeah,
There's levels to this. Like even in anything, there's and so it's like the game's moving at like 300 miles per hour.
And then by the time you know it, you're down like 11-2, 11-1, or 10-1. You're like, well, we're almost done.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, so when we played with Tyra on our video, I told Matt in the podcast this, but her hands were so fast that midpoint I stopped and watched, and the ball went right by me, and it took me so long to process it because I was like, "There's no way you got that ball back." So it's just, I mean, I can't even imagine playing. Like watching is gonna be crazy, but then even playing is gonna be even wilder. So
Dude.
Yeah.
I can't wait to talk to you about. I mean, you're just saying you played against Fed and Hayden.
Well, and that's what the tournament that they made their big run. They beat Gabe and Ben. So I mean, we don't feel that bad, but I mean they're a heck of a team. So
Yeah, they are.
like I'm a fanboy. Like just watching those guys on TV is like I can't believe like they're gonna even be coming here. So like just to meet like Hayden or something, that'd be crazy.
Yeah.
So I can't wait to pick your brain about just playing against. I mean, playing against Ben Johns. Like him and Anna Lee are the face of pickleball. You know, like the fact that you played him in a championship match is just it's unbelievable.
And if you meet him at this PPA tournament at Lakeville, who knows? In maybe 2 years, that's how it happened for me. 3 years ago, I met Ben and Jay, and I was fanboying over both of them at the PPA Lakeville. I got pictures with them, and I was like, they probably don't even want to take a picture with me. 2 years. Fast forward 2 years later, I'm in a final. I'm in a finals versus Ben Johns.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
That is. That's unbelievable.
Right before the finals match, I pulled up that picture and I'm like, wow, just 2 years ago, I was showing Marnie, I was like, 2 years ago, I was fanboying over the guy I'm about to play.
That means in 2 years, in 2020.
Yeah, mark it right now.
I'm going to be playing against Ben Johns. You're
slow down,
first,
Romy.
Ben. I'm coming after you.
We're going to have to train a little bit for that one. We're going to have to cut out Raising Cane's. We're going to have to cut out Taco Bell.
All right, never mind. No, I don't want to do it.
That's off the table. Maybe 5 years. 5 years. Give 5.
All right, Aanik, what is your favorite part of a PPA Tour event?
Man, there's a lot to like about the PPA Tour. I think it started with its infancy. There wasn't much to PPA Tour, but they've expanded a lot in recent years. I think my first thing that I thought of was just the introduction to new players and that tournament kind of vibe and the aspect. I really like what you said. It's like the energy, the atmosphere that it brings. It's different than, you see people lining up at the tournament registration booth at like 7:30 a.m. and there's like a long line around the corner, and it's all these new players and new faces to the game. Whatever the skill level, whatever the age level that they're playing at, they're here and they're taking in this new atmosphere with all of the vendor tents, with all of the pros that you get to play alongside of, with all of the VIPs watching. It's just this whole new atmosphere, and I think this like the newness of it is what brings in the introduction of new people and more people into the sport. Yeah, and I think that's how pickleball grows.
Yeah.
I mean, even what day? A few days ago when you played at Lakeville, when you were practicing out there, I came with him. I was his emotional support.
Yeah.
No, but I
was
just
a
wanted
fanboy.
to see. I was a fanboy. I just wanted to see the environment. I just love watching pickleball, but it was cool because like you were playing, and then people would stand around and watch. Like, just random people would stop playing their games. I mean, obviously after their games, and they would just stand there and watch. And they were like saying like crazy. They were like, "How do they do that stuff?" Like little comments like that. Like, "Do we look that good out there?" It's super cool being able to see like a whole bunch of like amateurs seeing that level and just being like, "Wow, that is possible." And yeah, that is how the sport spreads, So you're absolutely right. It's really cool.
Yeah, and I will say if you go there probably Sunday or Monday this week, and if you want to warm up, you could probably even warm up on like championship court. They'll probably have it set up, and you can just like feel what it's kind of like to be, one of the pros and just kind of be in this new kind of atmosphere.
Okay, that's when we're filming. So. Can Aanik carry a 4-0
on championship court?
We'll pull some strings.
That'd be crazy.
Yeah, I remember
maybe.
my last quali match. 2 years ago when I came was on Grandstand.
Oh, really?
And I felt like I was on the moon. It was like, I was just like so amazed and like so hyped to be on that court.
Yeah.
Because and of course, like no one was watching, but there's stands all
Yeah,
around
it's
me, and
fun
I'm
to
like,
be,
dude, this is sick.
It's fun to be there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Do you think they're going to be rollout courts, or do you think they're going to paint?
Well, I think they just redid the courts so that they still have a couple of tricky spots.
Well, the pickleball is on one side and the tennis still is on the other. So
Yeah,
they're
but
going to repaint the tennis, right?
They're going to put, as far as I know, I think they're putting tape lines down on the tennis side.
Right, okay.
So they're going to just go tape lines down on the tennis side, and then the pickleball side will just be all the dedicated places for the pros.
Okay.
So
where are they going to put center?
I have a map too. If you want to look at it.
Oh,
So-
they have a map already.
Oh. Well, I'm volunteering, so I get.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, they are covering the tennis courts.
Championship courts right there.
Right in the middle.
So there's no dedicated. 13, 14, 15, and 16 look like they're all. There's no temporary. Those are all dedicated.
How is that possible? Wow, interesting. Okay. So they got to. I wonder if there'll be a rollout then for the center court. Are they painting?
Yeah.
That'll be interesting to see. I know for a fact they painted last time they were here because I was there when they were
So
painting.
are there like multiple lines in like tennis court lines too, or do they just?
Well, last year
That's what they did.
or the 2 years ago they
or
taped.
2 or 3 years ago.
They taped
They
lines.
did taped.
Okay.
But from this photo, it does not look like that.
That's why. Yeah, that's why I'm saying they don't look like they would be temporary
Unless
taped
those
lines.
ones in the top left there are the ones that will be taped. Because these 12 on the right, on the
They're
bottom,
for sure. They are
they're dedicated.
dedicated. I know that
Yeah.
for sure. I was just playing on.
Interesting. All right.
well, this
PS3.
podcast comes out next Wednesday after the PPA has already started, so we're gonna look really dumb. Right?
Yeah.
That we will. Everyone's going to know the format. Cool.
Yeah, I'm excited for that. That map's sweet. So
Yeah.
I can't believe. Well, we went there Wednesday, and there was nothing up besides the PPA sign when you first walk in. So
yeah.
I can't. They're gonna be working.
They do put them up. I mean, well, they'll probably travel straight. I think they have 2 different teams is how they operate, but yeah, they'll probably send them out probably Saturday or Sunday. The main crews to start setting up this weekend, I bet.
We're gonna get
tight deadline.
deeper into
it's
PPA questions, but like their travel from players to crew is just I don't understand how they do all that.
The operations.
We'll get into that.
It's crazy. Yeah. Like
You're here to answer every single question I have on it.
I don't know if I can do that. I don't know if I can do that, but yeah, like last year there was just a full washout in Dallas, and they had to call in extra crews to come in and not only cover the courts while it rained, but then once the rain stopped to like squeegee and towel, and they were like using their hands to like towel dry it.
Jeez.
It's a very as much as I love the PPA, please keep me signed, PPA. It's a very immature company. It's just very new.
Yeah, they're newer.
They're still very new.
So,
yeah. 2020?
Yeah. I don't know when, but I just know within like the last 5 or 10 years.
Yeah. I think it was 6 years ago, something like that, 5, 6 years, which is crazy. I mean, that's so new.
Yeah.
That's so new.
Yeah.
So
they're
obviously
learning,
a lot of details that I
growing
know.
pains.
Yeah, for sure.
But
well, it's a good segue into our news little mini segment here.
Yeah, let's buzz through our PPA news because I feel like we could just talk forever about this type of stuff.
By the time this comes out, this will be old anyway.
All right, Matt, what you got?
Well, first of all, ALW just signed with Nike, which is, I think, just an absolute monumental step for pickleball, the sport. I think Nike is a multi-billion-dollar corporation, obviously publicly traded. They have Michael Jordan, LeBron, all these high-end athletes on their roster. Now they add a pickleball player. How insane is that? Has that like still hit you that I think honestly this is
I feel like this grows the sport of pickleball way
no
more than
I think it might
question.
even transcend the sport of pickleball
Yeah.
because like Nike,
Yes, I would agree.
Like Nike, and here's pickleball, and like here is Nike. Like they shouldn't theoretically have anything in common, but now they do, and I feel like it just brings pickleball so much higher to where Nike kind of is this like conglomerate.
Yes, I would agree. I think it obviously kind of depends on what Nike does with all this, how much marketing, how much campaigns they run around her. So I hope they really take this head on, and I hope I just see public ads, revolving around her and stuff. So I hope she gets like her own shoe. I don't know what their plans are, but
I'm sure she will.
Yeah, I hope
some
so.
sort of signature shoe. I think the pickleball market's so untapped with clothing right now. Like
100%.
Like shoes they're good shoes, but then I feel like there really hasn't been like a dedicated shoe just mainly for pickleball yet. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of research and development has to go into that. So I mean, I'm curious because Nike makes hella good products. I mean, you got
Especially
Nike
shoes
right now.
Yeah,
shoes too.
There you go, Nike.
So Nike, if you're out there, please sponsor us. We would consider working with you. We're not desperate.
We'll think about it.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna. I think transcend is a really good word.
I think it helps actually. You know who it helps even more than ALW and Nike is the PPA, because now the PPA can't have Adidas logos anywhere. It can't, like on the court or on like the banners. It can't have all these other the other companies' logos like Franklin and stuff, or Under Armour. Now think about. I think I just saw it in Zane's podcast. Imagine the Nike swoosh logo through the kitchen, like painted onto the kitchen.
That would be so cool.
So that'd be pretty cool.
It'd be better than Humana. It's so tacky too.
What is Humana?
Insurance company, I think.
Yeah.
No clue.
The fact I
have no clue.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the
Humana, do not
PPA
sponsor
sponsors. Do not, please.
You are.
Well, then for MLP they had Torre.
Sure.
Or
sure.
right?
Sure. I think so.
Like Toray.
Yeah.
I don't. It's through the kitchen. I don't know what that sponsor is either.
It's like I get they have to make money. The through the kitchen part to me is the most tacky thing I've ever seen in my life. To have lettering on your court is a disaster to me. It's the worst look.
You wouldn't want ATP on the court.
Okay, I want our logo for sure. We can make that happen.
You actually think it's tacky though? I don't.
Very,
really
very
interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tennis. First of all, they've never ever done anything like that. They would never even ever consider that for any kind of money.
It definitely speaks to being a little less clean. Like the court is kind of, but I mean, you have other sports like basketball,
exactly.
like all those.
Not a bad point.
Like NFL has it too.
Yeah.
So I get where they're coming from.
That's not a bad point.
I don't know. It's probably just easy way to make free money.
Mm-hmm.
You just put your logo anywhere.
Good advertising.
We love free money.
Yeah, we Nike again. I'm serious. We'll consider it. Gabe Tardio.
Gabe Tardio to Falcolos?
Faculos. Do you have any idea?
I have no clue. I was gonna see whatever you guys said it as and said I would have pronounced it like Facolos, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think they're a Vietnamese brand. I think, but that's crazy news.
And they just signed with the PPA.
Yes,
as a brand,
which is wild.
So they're partnering with the PPA. So they're really tapping in the U.S. market.
Yeah,
we're seeing a lot of companies come out of the woodwork. Luz signing Chris Hayworth. Naveen Beasley, a couple other pros, and their paddles are pretty awesome. Yeah. And Falcolos, like, out of the U.S., trying to get it tapped in the U.S. market. Pretty cool.
I think that's going to be incredible because, like, an Asian brand like that, that's a whole nother world of players that could just be playing in the PPA, too. And, yeah, it's smaller markets, I think. I mean, they make good paddles. Like Luz makes good paddles, you know, and it's
super good paddles.
Affordable options. So I think there's good and bad things about smaller companies because having a good paddle priced at a good price point lets the sport grow a lot more, which is ultimately what I think all three of us want at the end of the day, you know? So, because it's kind of hard to justify buying like a boomstick for $333 when you've never played before.
Is that the most expensive paddle on the market?
I think
the
so.
Tesla.
Oh, the Tesla one that just sold out like instantly, right?
Ridiculous. Like $350. Like
that's insane.
They
did 2 drops too.
Really?
Yeah. Sold out immediately.
That is insane.
Yeah, that's crazy. But yeah,
did you guys try to buy one?
No.
No.
No. I'm not really a collector guy, so I think that's pretty much what the paddle is.
Yeah.
So ProXR, another topic of news here. ProXR merged with Paddletech, so now Paddletech's got Connor Garnett Riley Newman, and Zane.
Yep.
Zane is obviously a pretty big influencer, so pretty good gets for that. Now, of course, they lost AL Dub, so that's a kind of a big trade-off there for them. But they're kind of on the up and up. And then she's got her new paddle now, the Aurelius, I think it's pronounced, with Franklin coming out. So that looks
pretty
real
sweet, too.
It looks clean.
Good.
The C45 Aurelius. So
Yeah.
looks clean.
They customized it for that 12.7 millimeter cord.
What's with the
Or
0.7?
thickness.
Why not 13?
I don't know.
Is she just that picky? She must be that picky. Do you think do you think she's that good to notice a 0.1 millimeter difference, or she's like that picky, like nitpicky on?
You know, if it's all mental too, I mean, that might be a big thing. It's just like, I think she's arguably the biggest player in pickleball, or even over Ben Johns.
Well, especially with Nike now. Yeah, not even close.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think it's more of like, whatever she wants, she's gonna get.
Did she test out Aanik? Did she test out the 13? Goes, no. We need 0.3 millimeters off this thing.
Well, you know what it reminds me of is that one Steph Curry clip where he's dribbling the basketball and then the ball doesn't come back as high enough, and 99.9% of us, it would be our handling.
Yeah.
0.0001% is Steph Curry, and he noticed
He checks the dead spot, right?
he checks the dead spot in the floor, and it's like, okay, who would have noticed that? It's like AL Dub. Sure. I would give her the benefit of the doubt. She would probably be able to notice a slight difference in a paddle, even a very minute, small thing.
Okay.
I would give her the benefit.
So you think it's that versus being extra picky?
Yeah,
that's crazy, man.
Do you notice?
I only say it because I got my paddles from Joola when I signed with them, and they come stock because they're either a Ben Johns paddle or a Simone paddle or whoever that they're sponsoring. Yep. And I liked some of the specs from the Ben paddle. I like some of the specs from Anna Bright. So I actually started to, like a year and a half ago, I started to deconstruct some of the paddles that I got, break them down. And what I mean by that, maybe we need to take this out because I don't want Joola to hate me, but I used to modify the paddle. So I used to take the grip off. I used to sand down the edges of the handle so that they wouldn't be as harsh. It'd be more circular handle so that we could put like an extra grip on. And then I'd take a hacksaw to the paddle as well, and I would actually hacksaw exactly 0.3 off because I liked it at a specific handle length.
Dude, that's insane.
Usually came at like 5 inches or it came at 4.5 inches, and there was also 5.25 inch, but I liked it just under the 5-inch mark, so I took the 5.25 inch handle and got 0.3 off, and I liked it at like 4.9 to 4.95 inches. And then for the thickness of the paddle, I always liked a thinner one, and I always liked that like the
14?
like the 14. But even going down to like a 12, I would have rather had something a little smaller, like a 13.5. If I could have had my choice.
Interesting.
So anyways, long story short, I think even someone like me who goes off of feel for their paddle, I think AL Dub, who puts in so much more time and feel for the game, I think she would definitely notice it a lot more.
That's crazy. You're crazy. You're crazy.
It's if you think that's crazy, I used to like go out in like my garage at midnight. I used to put like ski goggles on because I would get the sander out and I'd get my hacksaw out and like the measuring tape and just go to town on like, okay, what feels good, and then you add lead tape into it too, and that's a whole nother dimension in terms of, okay, if I add some lead tape, the weight plus how it feels like the rough edges or whatnot, plus the length. So like, where's the weight compared to like the middle of the fulcrum, and
like
then the balance point too. And so it's like, how easily can I turn over the paddle? So anyways, I could talk for a couple more minutes about it, but
that's cool.
Yeah, it's a thing I dove into about like a year and a half ago, but so
see, I'm over here and I'll get a stock paddle and I'm super excited about it, and I'll go up to Matt and be like, I need some weight on it, and he'll be like, well, where? And I'm like, I don't know, just put some on. He's like, he'll put it on and be like, how does it feel? I'm like, I don't know, it's all mental to me, I think. So yeah, that's crazy that people
little
go
heavier.
in depth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it does.
Yeah, it's crazy how much you can actually manipulate a paddle. It's to your own liking. So
Yeah.
Especially using a hacksaw.
Especially using a hacksaw.
Jen does that too, though.
Yeah, that's what
She'll
I heard
sand
too.
it down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know who else cuts their paddles is AJ Kohler. I found that out because
Interesting.
he gave, after I played a match, he was like, can I see that paddle? I was like, no, usually I don't give my paddles to pros because you can tell that it's like a modified. And I don't know if it's illegal.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
ask
this
that.
was
I
right
don't
around the
think
time
so.
where Andre got the fine, 50,000 for the
Okay, well, he added what, pine tar?
he had pine tar on the thing, but like mine's not. I mean, mine's better than that, but it's also a modification to a paddle.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like, it's a gray area. So I didn't know what was, I don't know what was kind of legal. I don't do it anymore. I just take it as it is because the feel actually with the Agassi, I really like the Agassi. So
Pound for pound, is that your favorite paddle of all time?
I'd say
The Bablat. The old school.
That's tough.
You're a demon with the Bablat.
I didn't even know Babolat
The
has a
Bablat paddle was my bread and butter. I love that paddle. That was a great paddle. No, I think the Agassi probably wins out. I think just based off the specs and how it compares to other paddles now versus how the Bablat compared to other paddles back then.
Sure.
Because paddle development has come a
Yeah.
long way. So.
Who else used the Agassi 14?
I
Not
do.
us.
Oh yeah.
Both. We
We're
all
actually
do.
just fanboys. Really?
Well, I remember when you came in the Pines that one day, and I was questioning you about your paddle and how you use the Agassi 14 because I had never tried it.
Yeah.
And I tried the Pro 4 Perseus. I didn't really like it, to be honest. But then I tried the Agassi, and I was like, okay, I think we got some cooking here.
It's a great blend. Like
I did have to add lead tape to it, though.
Oh,
you
sure.
do.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do
I
stock, right?
just go stock. I completely naked.
That's crazy.
But yeah.
You feel like completely naked. There you go.
Here, folks.
Oh,
Pause.
Pause. But so I felt like the sweet spot, especially for 14s, is generally a little smaller than a 16, I guess. I don't know how you feel about that, but I felt, especially with mine, the lead tape on the side definitely helped a little bit. Kind of open that up and the twist weight and everything.
Yeah.
So you're just.
I think for me it goes.
Have you even
back
tried
to the same thing. It comes down to a mental factor for me.
Yeah.
I think I never used lead tape in my early years in pickleball.
Gotcha.
And I think that adding it could increase the sweet spot. It could add some more power for sure for my singles game. But I think for me, it's a matter of, okay, if I add lead tape, then the balance point gets further to the hitting point, the contact point. And so if that happens, then I can't feel the ball in my hand.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Sure.
So
Absolutely. So you feel like the balance point is really good right now
yeah.
from your current one. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Another really quick last bit of news. Vivian David retired. That's pretty crazy.
That is
out of the blue.
That is crazy.
What?
Yeah.
Legitimately, I mean, there's a lot of hyperbole about like, oh, you're the nicest guy. She is genuinely one of the nicest people on planet Earth.
Gee.
Like genuinely.
Yeah.
She's always so happy, so vibrant. So I think everyone's gonna miss her.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And hopefully Thomas is doing all right. I haven't heard much news about him.
I haven't either, but I will say, he and Vivian were probably my favorite pros on the tour.
That's a bummer, man.
Yeah.
Hopefully she kind of sticks around and at least watches or comes to some events. And Thomas made the finals of I think the last time it was here.
Yeah,
right?
of PPA Lakeville.
Wow. It's crazy. And now they're both gone. So yeah, let's get into kind of like your background, what's traveling like as a pro for you, how it's got to be pretty tough balancing work life and pro life and trying to drill.
Yeah.
Right?
Not the easiest.
No.
Not the most comfortable.
No, I bet.
No.
So going into your background, obviously you played tennis, you played at Edina High School, and then you played club at the U.
Yep.
Right? Did you ever try out for the team? tennis team?
I didn't. I know.
Okay,
I just
okay.
I just knew that was going to be a lot.
Yeah.
A lot, and I wanted to focus a little
On
bit
school.
more on my academics. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So when were you and how were you introduced to pickleball?
Oh boy.
2022?
Yeah, it goes back to 2022. A club tennis buddy of mine.
Oh,
He
interesting.
said I should try the sport. Him and his dad used to play, and he took me out to a couple of courts in Edina, and it was in March. So we had to take some
What?
shovels to the court,
I was
and
gonna
we
say.
shoveled the court, one court off, and it was still like a pretty wet court
Yeah.
by the time we were done. But we shoveled it off, and he let me borrow a paddle. And the first points we played, we ended up playing a singles match, and I beat him 11-0. I kid you not, that's not to boost up my own ego, but then at that point I was like, okay, maybe this sport is actually something I'd consider doing, because going into that, I was like, I think I had ghosted him like 3 times, and I was like, I'm not playing pickleball with you, dude. Like, let's just go play tennis. Let's go do something actually productive with our lives, and that's actually fun. Yeah, and then we played, and it was a ton of fun. I mean, I was introduced to it probably like all the other pros, where it's like you're very reluctant at first, and then once you get the itch, it's an itch you can't get rid of.
No, you can't.
Yeah, it was just a ton of fun. And then you start to lose to a couple of 60, 70-year-olds, and then you're like, okay, why can't I win? And then you're like, okay, I'm gonna try to do something else and try to model my game after them, and then it just grows. So
Okay, so let
crazy.
me get this straight, because I don't know if I misheard. You said you did not play for U of M for tennis, like you.
no, I just played club team at the and so
The club team is
is
extremely good.
I would say the club team at the U is like, we played St. Thomas's D3 team, like their actual team.
Okay.
I think we lost 6-3. So we played 9 matches. I think it was like 5 singles matches and 4 doubles matches.
Okay.
We lost 6-3, but we were still very competitive.
Yeah.
So I would relate us to a mediocre D3 team.
Okay.
So it was still high level pickleball. Tennis. It was high level tennis, and we made nationals 3 out of my 4 years that I was there.
Yeah.
So-
Yeah, dude. The U of M club tennis team was never a joke.
Yeah.
Like, some very good players.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Okay. Question number 2, because the math isn't mathing, Aanik. You said you played that in March of 2022 is when you played that singles game, and you turned pro.
I turned pro at the end of 2023.
Okay, that makes more sense. Okay, that makes more. I thought you turned pro the same year.
I guess I turned pro at the beginning of 2023, if you count when I started to play pro tournaments. So if you count my early pro tournaments, I probably ramped up for the later half of 2022, and then I was like, okay, I think I have something here. I'll give it a shot. I'll play my first pro tournament. I can't remember which tournament it was. It might have been Lakeville that I played my first pro tournament back in 2023.
Okay.
When it was here back in
Really?
Yeah, the first
With
half
Aanik?
of it was with Aanik, and it was but actually that wasn't the match that made me think, okay, I can actually make a decent living out of this. It was the match against J-Dub, where I was playing with the Babolat paddle. I think he was
Singles?
it was a singles match. And I ended up winning the first set 11-1. And I was like, this shouldn't be happening. Like, I'm just a nobody in this sport, and he's like the number 2 or 3 singles player in the world. And then I'm like, okay. And I ended up losing the match. He found another gear.
Yes.
It was demoralizing, but it was also encouraging for me at the same time. And it was like, so anyways, 2023 is when I really started to play pro tournaments, and then end of 2023 is when I got signed.
Okay.
So
I was courtside for that match.
Really?
And I remember him hitting that gear in the 3rd set, and
Yeah,
he was unstoppable.
I
was like,
yeah.
oh boy.
At Lakeville?
Yeah. Yeah, he just hit like a gear and on. I mean, he might have reeled off like 9 straight.
It was
unbelievable.
It was tough. I remember losing 11-1, 8-11, 1-11.
Yes.
Yeah. So once once I lost in the second, he was like, okay, I'm winning his.
Yeah.
Like, did you ever get coached or anything?
No, I've never gotten coached.
Coaching himself.
That's
I don't need that, he says.
a lot of like YouTube videos or just drilling and trying things out, or
Yeah, how'd you get better? Are you a visual learner? Or are you just like feel
It
wise?
sounds like you got really good in the
Have you
span of
modeled your
1
game
year.
after anyone?
No, it's I mean, I probably should drill and play a lot more than I have been doing and currently do. However, I would say I tell my friends that I actually get better, and this was the same for me in tennis, but I get better by not playing. It's such a weird thing, but I feel like if I take like 2 weeks off, the first couple points are disastrous. But after the first couple points, I'm like a dog with a new toy. If that makes any sense.
Okay, sure.
I'm just like, wow, this is like, it's like a new stimulus, and I just like kind of my love for the game kind of gets reignited, and I've just like find another gear almost. And like it's weird to say, but it's like yeah, it's interesting. Like there's obviously things that I've been doing. Like I have been doing a little bit more off court conditioning.
Yep.
In the gym, reflex training, and a lot of balance and stability work, especially from just my lower body, because I used to cramp a lot in tennis. So I just need to kind of train my lower body for just longer, more intense kind of stuff. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we definitely have some questions about your like workout regimen and everything, and just how you kind of take care of your body, because it's, I mean, look at Matt. Matt has 20 knee braces on when he's playing. So, yeah, we'll get a little deeper into that. But question for me is, do you miss tennis?
I play tennis a little bit. I play actually.
More than pickleball?
No, not more than pickleball. But I do play with that same friend that introduced me to pickleball way back when, because he's still.
Does he play pickleball?
He does a little bit, but he's still on the tennis side. He and the rest of my tennis friends are a little salty that I've converted. I've been trying to convert them, but they're still in their USTA tennis leagues.
Understand you're a professional player.
They understand. They're salty, but still supporting me.
I would hope so.
But no, I play tennis probably like twice a year, and I love it. When I play again, it's that same like new kind of feeling, and I'm like
kind of miss it.
I kind of miss it a little bit. So yeah.
So you are a pro player, but this is not your full-time job, right? Or is this your full-time job?
It is not my full-time job. I work at US Bank.
Boys.
If you can believe it. I'm a corporate boy.
Let's go.
At heart. But no, sometimes it does feel like my full-time job.
Okay. Okay, what do you do at US Bank?
I work in their data analytics team.
Very nice.
So
I love data analytics. I do that too. So.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Corporate boys.
Let's go. Let's go. Work from home, boys.
Yeah.
Should we have a new segment called Corporate Boys versus Joes or something like that?
Let's do it.
I love that.
Bring in Alex Newman.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of corporate boys, and that's kind of like on tour when you go to the tournaments, there's like different, it's kind of like high school where there's different like groups that hang out together, and like there's like a corporate boy squad where it's just me, Alex Newman, and Eric Roddy, and we hang out.
Just three.
It's just three of us.
Three losers.
And then occasionally Connor Garnett, because he used to work corporate in investment banking, he comes over and sometimes we'll shoot the shit and stuff. So
you guys just talking like corporate lingo, like let's find the needle in the haystack. Or like, we'll table that for now.
We'll circle back. We'll circle back and hopefully not boil the ocean over that one point.
Yep.
Yes, I love it.
So okay, how does like a pro contract work? Like, do they pay you? Like, what does it mean?
Is there
to
incentives?
What does it mean to be a signed PPA player?
Yeah, there's different types of contracts. So each person gets their own specific contract, and there's different categories of how it can be structured. So just this past year, they restructured everyone's contracts. So just last September of 2025, the restructure looked a lot different than how they were signing players. If you remember, I don't know if you were even in the sport back then.
Definitely, he was not.
But do you remember the MLP PPA whole?
That was in Kansas City.
The chaotic mess of people signing, and that they were just kind of shelling out money, and so they were guaranteeing players salaries for X number of tournaments that they needed players to play, and then on top of that, there were incentives for if you made a certain round, you would get X number of dollars.
On top of prize money?
For certain contracts, you would get it on top of your base compensation salary. For others, it would be baked into your salary.
Sure.
So whether you won or lost, you got, that number of winnings if you did win. But if you got, $1,000 of winnings at the tournament, you would get that put back into it would just go to your minimum guaranteed salary. Okay. If that makes sense. And and just to put into perspective, when I made the finals in Vegas, I was unsigned. I got the same amount of money for making the finals as an unsigned player as I did for any of my round of 32 wins as a signed player.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
It just didn't go. You just didn't get anything if you were unsigned. So that's why they made it this whole thing where you need to be signed to be able to play. And now this restructuring, they have different tiers of players' contract.
Sure.
So you could be in gold tier, silver tier, and then there's two other tiers down below. But I don't think they call it. I think they have a gold tier. I think they call it a futures tier and so on and so forth, but each tier has a different amount of money you can make if you make a specific round of the tournament.
Okay.
So they have different. So now they're getting away from minimum guarantees. So all the new players that they're signing,
are mainly incentive based.
It's all incentive based.
That's cool.
So now they're getting away from so we're not going to pay you anything. You have to play. Making it up, you have to play 12 tournaments, and we'll let you get in for free. You can play as many events as you want, and we won't pay you anything. But if you make it to a certain round, it'll just be like tennis. If you make it to a certain round, that's how much money we'll pay you.
Yeah.
So you're really just betting on yourself, and that's kind of the way that tennis is structured, and then that's kind of the way that a sport should kind of be 100%. Set up.
It should be.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's a good model because, I mean, I guess I don't really know different models of what the best way to be, but it's good to see certain players like you to really try to get to that long run just for one, like sponsorships and partnerships, but two is like just it's definitely an incentive to like get to those tournaments because my other question was going to be like, so Ben Johns, right? He's not coming to Lakeville next week, unfortunately. Is there like X number of tournaments that players have to play in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like, for example, my new contract is 10 tournaments a year, which is a lot better than my old contract when they restructured. I was assigned to play 20 tournaments a year.
Oh.
So 20 tournaments a year, if you just do the quick mental math, is if they're progressive draws, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Let's say that I have to play on Tuesday because that's the first round. Let's say I'm able to make it at least to Wednesday or Thursday. Let's say I only make it to Wednesday and then lose in the round of 32. Even that's Tuesday, a day off from work.
Yep.
And Wednesday, a day off from work. I'm bringing it back to the corporate boys, right?
Yeah.
2 days off. 2 days off from work times 20. That's 40 days of PTO. I don't have 40 days of PTO.
Yeah, that's literally, and it's like,
And then I want to go on personal vacations too, or at least Marnie does.
Yeah.
And so,
Oh, you're not going to freaking honeymoon for God's sake.
yeah.
but I mean that's just the reality of having a full-time job and being a pro
Yeah.
player, and that's
tough.
like it's funny, but like it's true because like you're right, like that's I mean even now it's 10 tournaments a year, that's 20 days of PTO. Most jobs give about 15 days, I would
Yeah.
say 15 to 30 maybe is kind of
Yeah.
the range of PTO, and again, like you said, that's only for pro tournaments. Like I'm
Yeah.
sure your
No
wife
other
doesn't want-
vacations, man. That's your vacation.
So and
Which-
like even if you make I guess if you make from like Tuesday through Sunday, right?
Yeah, I mean,
And you have to keep booking flights and stuff, right?
That's the other tough part too. I mean, the comfortability with travel, I know we'll probably get into it, but it's like that's not easy at all. You almost have to I know I've had this talk many times with players on the tour. It's like you almost have to predict when you're going to lose, which
Yeah.
is such
Kind
a
of sad.
That's
shitty
terrible.
kind of thing to think about.
Very.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like sometimes I'll go into a tournament, I'll book it. Most of the times I'll go one ways, but if I can't, or if like there's if the cost from a specific city, especially the California cities, are just so expensive, then sometimes I'll just book what I'll do is I'll book like a Delta Main base or Delta Main thing that where you can change it for free, so you can switch it. But it's tough. It's like you have to book your
man.
return flight before even playing in the tournament.
Yeah, no kidding.
So like compensation wise, and we won't get into deep numbers or
Yeah.
anything, unless. But like how like do you cover your own personal flights? Like is that all through you? Like do you book your hotel and everything, or does PPA compensate for do you invoice them for anything, or I guess how does that work? Because that's a lot
Yeah.
of traveling, you know.
I'll say everyone wants to know about contracts. So how I relate it without giving specific numbers, just a general ballpark, is you can relate. I think I would probably say I have one of the lower amounts of the PPA, but my minimum guaranteed salary you can equate to an entry level analyst at like right after an internship. An entry level analyst salary at any one of a Fortune 5. I'd
Okay,
say
sure.
is what I'm getting paid.
So is that basically cover travel and accommodations?
Basically,
That's it?
it's like enough to cover like your
Stipends.
expenses, and then you'll have maybe a little bit of funny money, but it's
Yeah.
you're not
it's like
a
livable.
trillionaire, is what you're
It's like a livable wage, and just imagine like your first job out of college.
Yeah.
How was that?
Except you're spending all that.
Except
it's
except
really
you're not
nothing.
staying at your parents' house. You're not splitting it with like 5 other guys at like if you're living with like other boys or whatever. You have to spend it on travel every other week.
So you don't have an agent or anything. You just
I
plan
do,
out
and Shane has actually he's been instrumental. I feel like I probably wouldn't be where I am without Shane.
Sure.
I was the first person to be signed by his agency, Peak Pickleball agency. And now he has names like Dylan Frazier signed.
Crazy.
I think he's working on a deal with Roscoe right now and Gabe Joseph. So I don't know if that should be out
The
there.
singles boys.
But and I think he's in the mix to sign a couple other pretty hefty talent out there. So
Nice.
I'm really grateful to be part of that agency and to have known him
Yeah.
to start out.
That's
So yeah,
sick.
yeah.
If you go to a tournament, do you just plan it out like 3 weeks ahead, or do you plan far out? Like
I'm a type A planner, so I plan out.
So opposite
but
of
most I will say most pros though,
Correct.
like Caden, he just texted me for the PPA Lakeville today, I think, this morning, and he was
That's my guy.
and I was like, I would have rather liked if you could have texted me like what day you're coming in, maybe like a couple weeks ago, but he's coming in Sunday, which gives me at least a day to prep, like
You're playing
and
with
stuff
me.
like that.
Essentially, is what you're doing.
But yeah, most pros don't look too far beyond a week.
They're
into
more
the
spontaneous.
future. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're definitely a lot more go with the flow,
Yeah, for sure.
which I think helps in the pickleball world because it's like who knows where you're kind of going to be sleeping. I just can't do that. I need like I need like a hotel, or I need.
I'm the same exact
So,
way. Like,
yeah.
I'm super anal about like where I'm sleeping. Like,
Yeah.
am I sharing a room with someone? If so, who? And
That's
like,
me too.
Are they weird or not?
Yeah.
Like,
Do I like them or not?
No, but like seriously, like I relate. Like I'm very detail oriented. Like,
Yeah.
do I have a rental car? Like, what's my budget for that? And just like,
Yeah.
what are my options for flights? Because like, can I check into the if I get there at 6 a.m. Do I check into the hotel? Like, are
Yep.
they gonna allow that? So
Yep.
I mean, so you don't do any of that planning, right? You're
Oh no, I do it. Oh, I
Okay.
do it all. I mean, I'll just show you really quick because it's like
God. Data analyst right there.
it's. I mean,
You have like a calendar or something?
no, better. Well, maybe not better, but
Excel?
yeah, it's all in Excel.
Little Excel work here.
No way.
So you can see that's the 2026 season. Then 2025 is another tab.
Oh,
and
you have the
2024
entire
is another.
season planned out?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I have my-
Or January, homie.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy.
I just need it because if I don't, then I'm like, I just want to know what I'm doing later on in the year, so that if I have to plan a personal travel trip, I can plan it around PPA tour events and
Sure.
Yeah, and I know kind of I like to have partners try to be lined up too, because you can go to like other tabs too, and then
Oh my gosh.
and then you have
I love this.
and then you also have my full expense report too.
Yeah.
I try to, because I have an LLC started too for pickleball.
Which makes sense, yeah.
So you have all the 2024 expenses, 2025 expenses, and I try to label them as best as possible so that I know how much I can expense on an itemized report. So
You should mentor Matt, because Matt needs some of that organization.
My mom is an accountant. I am not. Let's just get that
Does not
straightforward.
run in the blood.
Excel?
I will say though, I didn't do any of this like 2 years ago, and it was like kind of tedious to start. But now that I have it, I think
It's a
it's
good
like
system?
it's just a good system that works, because it's like, you know, I know I know what tournaments are out there. Then I get a partner for the tournament. Then I write that down, pencil that in. Then I book the flights, book the everything that needs to go around that tournament, and then put those into the expense report.
Do you usually ask people to be your partner, or do they ask you, or what's
It's both. Like sometimes I'll ask, but it just depends on who you kind of see at tournaments, because usually that's how. There's sometimes you get Instagram DMs, and I've partnered up with a couple of people that have Instagram DM me. But yeah, usually I like to partner up with people that I know, and so that I value a little bit more chemistry over talent. Does that make sense? Because I think I think this might be a hot take, but I think chemistry is almost more important than talent.
Yeah.
That's going to be a hot
You look
take.
at Indiana football.
Yeah, right?
Number one in the country is 0 5-stars. You know,
Yeah.
coaching, like they don't.
Yeah.
So they beat Ohio State, who has probably like 1 million 5-stars. Well,
Yeah.
you're saying it's all about the chemistry and how well they know each other.
Yeah.
In pickleball, it's only 2 people,
Right.
so you got to be locked in with each other step by step.
Yeah.
Well,
So-
we're hosting a Moneyball event in our next tournament. So if you are looking for a
really?
partner,
Okay.
we'll get
All right.
we'll play a little bit. Get
I'm
some
not giving
chemistry.
Roman any money. I promise you.
I will give you 70% of the winnings, Aanik. Don't worry.
You should give him 99% because that's how much court he will be taking.
I'll take 1%. That's plenty for me.
It is. Question on partners. So, who do you got lined up for 2026? If you're okay to release that. B, who is your dream partner for men's and mixed?
Oh, good question. I have Caden lined up for a lot of tournaments. I think
Nice.
we've done well in the past. We just haven't played
You almost
enough.
beat Ben.
We almost
Match
we
point.
had a match point against Ben and Colin. I think we just haven't played enough together. We've played 2 tournaments.
That's it, really.
Yeah, we played
Wow.
that one, and I think there was another one in 2025 that we played. But yeah, I've been cycling through partners, whether it's Mo or Alex or Kaysen, and I think all those partners have been good. I honestly think, and it's not because I'm going to be playing with him, I think Caden is a very I think he could be a partner that I actually really vibe with, and could be one of the best partners, if not the best, that I play with, just because of his on-court chemistry that I have and the energy that he brings. I like, and this might be super particular, but I like someone that can bring good energy on the court, but isn't taking the game too seriously. Because if someone takes it too seriously, it's almost like
too intense. Are you saying?
Yeah, no, not too intense. It's like almost like added pressure on every point, where it's like, we have to execute this way and this way and this way, and nothing against those types of people. Like, for example,
Ben Johns is like that, isn't he?
Yeah, and I would say, like, who else is like that is Aanik, and I had a great time playing with Aanik. He's a great player. I think the way we think about things is a little bit different. Like when we played Jame and Wyatt Stone, he would be like, okay, we have to execute by hitting here and then try to smartly hit here when we're dinking. And it's like, okay, I can maybe focus on one of those while I'm playing because I need to be in the point. So I think that's where the on-court chemistry comes into play for me, and that's why it's so big for me.
Okay.
Interesting.
So
that's a really good take.
Yeah, I like that. So if Ben Johns asks you to play, what do you say?
I mean, if he moved over to the right, I'd play.
Hear that, Benny? Beta boy.
Beta Benny. Let's go. You prefer right immense, correct?
I do. I like the backhand counter in the middle, and
You like forehand speed ups, kind of.
And I do like my forehand dink. That's. I just like the roll dink off the bounce. And I feel like I can dictate a lot more.
You started to do a little more scoopies, too.
Yeah. But I feel like I can just dictate a lot more on my forehand side and then counter really well and just clean up the middle with my two-way. So.
Yeah, with the two-way.
Yeah.
Are there player contracts that have someone play with someone else for a year or anything? Like, is that a thing? Like, because I feel like let's say Alshon and Tyra Black, right? Like, are they required to play X number of tournaments together, or is it just like?
I think you just commit, right?
I think they just text each other and they're like, hey, you want to partner up for this year or this half year or whatever, and I don't think it's written into anyone's contract that you have to play. Sometimes it's based off of the MLP team too that you're on, so sometimes they'll partner up. One time I found this little tidbit out that I don't know if this is true, but I heard it.
I like this.
But speaking of partnerships and contracts, I heard someone told me that Connor Garnett was almost kind of doing like a silent auction to give up his partnership spot, because all pros at one point in time, if you were partnered up with someone that was contracted, you would get a main draw entry.
Correct.
So someone bid, I don't know the exact number, but I think someone told me it was around like 1,500 or something. And this was like 2 years ago. 1,500, 1,500 to play with him. He gave it to Connor to partner up with him so that they could play in a main draw together. Now, I haven't substantiated any of these claims. So I will not back up any of these. I just heard it, and you guys can do some research if you want to, and check out all CG's past tournaments and see if you recognize a non-contracted just rando that he played with. And this would have been back because we played a tournament together, CG and I.
Really?
Back in
Tui Nation.
Yeah, Tui. We played back in 2024 Mesa, and this was right after I got signed. So,
okay, a couple things on that. I believe now both players.
That's part of the reason why they've put in some.
Probably it was probably right after
that that PPA players have to play together.
Yes.
or they have to play with signed.
They
people.
both have to be signed.
Yeah.
To play.
So
in the main draw at least.
Interesting.
Yeah,
okay, I didn't know that.
That's crazy. Is he the best partner talent wise you've ever played with? In the tournament, I suppose.
Probably. I can't remember all the partnerships that I've played with.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you ever say no to people?
There's a couple on mainly it's through Instagram DMs.
So you don't feel bad over the phone versus in person.
Or in person. Yeah. Are you a keyboard warrior?
It's the same thing where it's like, you know, if I've never talked to you before, or if I've never like seen you in person, I've never played with you. It's like it's tough because like I'll tell you, like in 2025, I played a tournament. I actually asked her to play. And she's a really nice human being. She plays really well. It just didn't. I don't think we vibed well. I don't know if she had fun playing with me. It was Dominique Schaefer.
Okay.
And she's really good, but I don't think I will say we exchanged maybe like 10 texts back and forth, or Instagram DMs. We never texted, and during the tournament day, I tried to find her on the day of, and 5 minutes after my scheduled match time, I was at my court and she didn't even show up. And then she showed up like 10 minutes after. And that was the first interaction I've ever had with her.
No way.
And it was just very awkward is the best way to put it.
Yeah.
So it was just a very
Wait, you guys forfeit?
It was just we played the match. And I tried to like have conversations during the match, and it was just very awkward.
That's crazy.
I'll leave it at that. Yeah.
She just like shows up out of the blue and you're like, dude, no practice, no nothing.
No practice. We warmed up for like a couple minutes, and I was like, so what kind of strategy do you want to try to implement? Just like one or two things to try to like focus on in this mixed match. And she was like, oh yeah, well let's just like drive and crash. I was like, okay, drive and crash. I guess I can get behind that. Let's do it. And that's all that we said. So that was our whole strategy.
That's
all you need.
That's all the technique, all the tactics that you got there.
So yeah, I do say no to some people.
Sure.
But it's mainly through text.
Yeah.
But
who's your dream partner then?
I would say
anyone.
I would say, out of anyone?
Yeah.
That's tough because
I have one pick for you. I would say Big H.
I mean,
I think his energy is really compatible with a lot of people.
Yeah.
Like he can kind of change his energy from person to person.
He is a chameleon, and I do like that.
Yeah.
I think I'm a very similar, maybe not play style, but just personality wise, like play personality wise, not actual personality, but play personality wise. I feel like I'm very similar to him, where he can kind of mold his game and craft it
right
to his partner's needs.
Yeah,
if you will.
Agreed.
I think we would make a good team, but I've found that I do need some partner that has some solid characteristics, if that makes sense. Like I need them to have a type of game style, because if I've played with other chameleons before, and it's like we almost kind of like try to both mold ourselves to how the other person's playing, and then we can't find one way to actually like dominate the game, which is good and bad, but it almost backfires on us.
Okay,
if you will.
Okay,
I think the best partnership is someone that can be dominant, and someone that maybe not takes a back seat, but is more of like that supporting role to that dominance type of player. And it could be on the right side too, where it's like the maybe that it's like if you played with like a Matt Wright, he plays the right side, but he plays a dominant right side, or like a Gabe Tardio. And those types of people don't need someone that encroaches from the left side. Yeah. If that makes sense. They just need someone that kind of supports their game from that left side.
Interesting.
So
would you say like a Deco Bar kind of a guy, or?
I would say, I mean, like, Deco would be, he would be a good kind of solid left side player that I could then kind of support his fast and slow game styles.
Interesting.
So yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Yeah. You're more of a singles player though, right?
I would say if I had to choose, it would definitely be singles over dubs or mixed.
So dream partner is yourself.
I would say myself. Yeah.
Just play one of
Little
them.
arrogance.
So singles versus doubles. Obviously, you prefer singles.
Yeah.
Do you want to? Is it come from your tennis days? Like, what does that come from?
I think it comes from me just wanting to chase the ball around, and
Your ceiling's probably higher in singles. 'Cause
yes,
your
for sure.
movement- yeah.
Yes, totally. I think I talked to Jeannie at a tournament, and she said something that resonated with me, and she was like, singles just allows me to not only chase the ball around, but feel free to hit through balls to let out my nerves. And so it's like when I go and chase down a ball, I'm not thinking about how I'm going to hit that shot. I'm just thinking, there's the ball.
I see open court.
See ball, chase ball, and hit ball.
Yeah.
Really, it's that simple.
Crazy.
It's that simple. But doubles, I would argue doubles is more of a mental game than it is physical.
I would agree.
So I would argue
That's not even a question. To
yeah.
me.
So that's why I think that's why singles is just has come more naturally to me because there's just no nerves for me in singles.
Really?
Yeah, I don't feel nervous as much when I play singles than I do doubles.
It's much more athleticism based.
Yes.
Which
Yeah.
you excel at, obviously. So you're super confident and comfortable going
Totally.
into a singles match because you're like, yeah, I got this.
Totally.
I can move with anyone in the world.
Yep.
Have you ever been nervous for a pro match? Been finals, come on.
Yes, I mean I've been I've been nervous for a lot of pro matches
Really?
when I first started out.
Okay,
I would say not so much anymore, just because it's kind of like that, the been there, done that kind of feeling.
Yep.
Yeah, I was I probably most nervous for that Ben match in the finals, and they didn't even let me onto center court because I didn't have a badge, and then I had to tell them that I'm actually playing on the court, and I was like,
Stop.
That's
Oh, boy.
that's a mic drop.
yeah,
Just-
right.
No kidding. It's like, I'm him.
That's what I'm gonna. They're gonna say, "Where are your credentials for? What are you doing here?" I'm gonna say, "I'm a volunteer," and just walk right by.
You're going to be like, no, get your ass back here. You ain't nothing special. What about the J match in Kansas City, center court? Were you nervous for that one?
I don't think so. It was just so
Awesome.
hot.
Oh my God, yeah, it's
It
true.
was
blazing.
insanely hot. I think it was like 115 on the court.
Yeah, it was.
With
115.
Yeah, it was crazy.
I think it was like 93% humidity or something too. It was
yeah,
extraordinary.
It was crazy. That was probably one of the most grueling matches I've ever played.
What was the
I would
most
say.
memorable match you've ever played?
Oh, the most memorable match? I'd probably have to say probably against Jack Sock in Kansas City. Just
That was
because
sweet.
Kansas City, there's a lot of Minnesota people that traveled down, and it was on Grandstand.
I was there.
Yeah, were you there in the stands?
yeah.
It was
For
it was
sure. That was
it was
entertaining.
good. And back to your point earlier about like I don't really have a coach, but what I do feed off of is sometimes I'll just ask random Minnesotans that travel out to the tournament to come and watch me, and they'll just sit. I'll ask them to sit on my bench next to Marnie, and Marnie's there for moral support, and I'll ask whoever it is there, just take a look at my game, and if I ask you to comment on something, give me feedback then. So if you're at the Lakeville tournament. And
Oh, God.
I will
Jesus.
say there's gonna be a lot of Minnesota people.
You're not
but,
need Roman Fom.
Hey,
But,
I love the
yeah.
experience. That'd be sweet.
but I will say that like for that Jack Sock match, Sammy was very helpful. He didn't say too much, but when I did ask him for a couple things, it's just like, hey, like he's doing this, maybe try this. It's just like one little thing that kind of gets you over that hump.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like your wife is a good emotional support buddy. I could be the
the strategy coach.
I don't know about that, but I'll be a good cheerleader for sure.
Roman does coach volleyball and ultimate frisbee.
I do love coaching. I do.
Yeah.
I do love coaching.
Indoor
Not-
or sand or
I've coached indoor.
Okay.
But I play like grass is my favorite.
oh nice okay. Do you
sand.
go to Wapaka?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I've gone there before.
I'm
That's-
getting into volleyball a little bit. My best friend, he's on the AVP.
No way.
Yeah.
Okay.
he plays. He plays from whatever the season is, like April to or February to September.
Yeah.
And he goes to all like the different tournaments and plays. Yeah, I play with
Chamois?
no, it's
Baumgren?
Spencer. You don't know Spencer, but
Yeah, I think. But did he come to the MLP thing?
he
Okay.
did. He came to the MLP thing. He was that his wife was pregnant, so
Yep.
he and them they kind of like switched out.
Yep.
But yeah, no, he plays, and then I'll play sand. I know we're getting off topic here, but I play sand with him, and then he invites Chamois and
Chamois good,
Brian
too.
and Tim. So
Okay.
we all go out together. You know the Baumgrens?
I think so. Yeah, I think so.
But Tim was, I think, top 5 in the world
That's
at one point.
crazy.
What?
Which is crazy. Yeah, Tim's good. Brian's also good. So Brian, you're also good. But but yeah, his brother Tim apparently is
Holy crap.
or was insane.
Did you know
So-
that their son just won a 3540
Oh, really?
pickleball
Avery?
tournament?
Really?
And everyone's just enamored with this kid.
He's good. He's good.
Everyone was talking about the 10-year-old kid won the tournament, you know?
Well,
Yeah.
you know, when his boomstick is bigger than his head, and he's just pulling it behind him. It's kind of impressive.
Avery
so.
is good. Yeah, the first couple times I played against him, I was like just kind of like feeding it into him, and then he'd smack the ball around. I'm like, okay, I'm
He's
actually
actually-
gonna go after you now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's crazy. Volleyball's fun. It's not easy, especially I'm pretty short, so it's not.
it's tough.
It's not
It's
easy. And
tough.
it's tough on the body too.
Yes.
For sure. But
Yeah.
that's how I got into a lot of this media. Is I did a lot of photography for
Oh, really?
volleyball teams and stuff. So, but yeah, back to what we were talking about. So I love coaching.
Yeah.
If you need someone to coach you
Yeah.
at
Okay.
Lakeville,
All right.
I will let you know that.
I got you.
I'll sit on your bench for you. Don't worry.
Cool.
You're a great bench guy.
I'll bring my camera and I'll record you.
Yeah.
The bench warmer. So talking about like your actual play. Okay, so a couple questions. First, how seriously do you take nutrition and recovery, I guess, and go over both those. And 2, like how much do you balance like drilling, trying to get in cardio, like how much do you play? Stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like what's your training regimen, I guess?
Yeah, I'd say, being completely honest, my nutrition is probably worse than Gabe's nutrition.
Pizza?
Yeah, pizza and everything bad for you. I think is what he said.
That's funny.
I respect that. You're a
but
pretty fit guy,
but
though.
yeah,
That's
I'm
fine.
young. I'm athletic. I think I can get away with it. Could it be a lot better? Yes. Could I be a lot better from if I improve my nutrition? Now I will say I don't have like a completely terrible.
You don't eat ice
diet.
cream 24/7.
Yeah, like I count my macros. Actually,
Okay.
Yeah, so it's
Oh, I don't take nutrition. Oh, but I count my macros. Huh?
I try to prioritize protein, fiber.
Nice.
But I will say I have a huge sweet tooth, and sugar is my kryptonite. So it's like, so yeah, that's where my nutrition just goes to the.
You
crap.
sound like me.
And
basically.
yeah. So my nutrition, it's hit or miss depending on the day. But yeah, I try to make it work, and I try to be good about what I put in my body.
Do you do strength training?
Yeah, a lot of strength training. I actually would argue that I do more off the court than on the court. I'd probably say I'm on the court for about 1 to 2 times a week.
Mm-hmm.
Off the court, I think my Lifetime, who I work for, they came out with a Lifetime Wrapped, like Spotify Wrapped. They counted the number of times I went to Lifetime just in 2025. I was at 335,
My goodness.
which is pretty much every day.
9 out of 10 days.
So yeah. So pretty much I'm at Lifetime either recovering or strength training, getting cardio workout, or balance training, or reflex training.
Do you coach at
you name
Lifetime?
it. I do.
Okay.
I do coach at Lifetime.
Which one? Which Lifetime?
I coach at the St. Louis Park location.
Oh, God, I heard that one's nice.
It's pretty nice. It's a nice club.
It's a nice club. I
but
don't love their
it's-
pickleball.
The pickleball is not the best there, but they make do with the court space that they have.
Yeah.
There's definitely better pickleball Lifetimes to go
For
to.
sure.
For sure.
For sure.
But yeah, no, it's if you're looking for a club wise, they have a lot of good amenities, and
yeah.
they have lot of good activities to go
Sure.
and do too. Like I'll take some of the yoga classes there, the cycling classes, and then I go swim there a ton too.
Really?
Swimming's actually been a pretty good workout since my plantar fasciitis. So
Very interesting.
So do you do a lot of cardio or just strength training or?
it's pretty much you name it. I do it. I do like 2 to 4 times a week of cardio, and then strength training. I'll do, I'll try to hit legs probably 1 or 2 times a week, and then I'll hit upper body, probably like a pull and push day. But I also believe that there's specific muscles that are more important to pickleball. So although I'm not trying to look like Popeye, I will say you might catch me in the gym doing some very weird or abnormal liftings.
Very specific.
Very
It's
specific.
like one of those videos that he has a paddle underneath and it's like working on his drives.
That I
No,
don't
he
do,
actually
but
does that, though. I've seen it in
I will
person.
say I do take so one of my weirder things. I will take like a 15-pound weight or like a 12.5 pound weight, and I'll visualize that I'm in a point.
Yeah.
And I'll simulate a serve into a third shot drop, and I'll find an empty racquetball court to do this in, and then I'll come up to the net and I'll hit a couple of cut dinks, a couple of roll dinks, and then I'll do a roll speed up, and then I'll get ready for my own counter, and this is all with a 12.5 pound weight. It's just kind of training those pickleball muscles in the forearm and the shoulder to just activate quicker, be stronger, and to just be ready to go when I need them for a 7.8 ounce paddle.
That's crazy.
Do you feel it has helped?
I think it's helped. I think it's helped a ton just because my wrist. I think the 3 most important things for pickleball are wrist and forearm strength, shoulder strength, and glute strength.
Mm-hmm.
I think those are the 3 most important things. So it's yes, I hit lower body 1 to 2 times a week, but I'll usually hit glutes 2 to 3 times a week versus calves I'll probably hit once a week. So I just kind of prioritize specific muscle groups. And obviously I don't want to just be huge over here and then not train my left arm at all. But
you're kind of looking like that way.
But I will say, that I train kind of what I need to for the sport that I need to do it for.
Very interesting.
So, without trying to lose the rest of my body. I do train the rest of my body. It's just not as much.
Have you done
those most important parts.
research on those specific exercises, or is it just a feel kind of thing?
Feel thing. It's just a feel thing.
Well, it's working apparently.
Yeah.
At the top 10 in the world, if you go to a racquetball court with a 15-pound dumbbell and just hey.
That's crazy. Honestly,
awesome.
It just might be mental too,
It could be.
Just you're in the gym putting in the work, and
Yeah.
that might help. I don't know if it does.
Yeah.
I feel like I have big forearms. I have pretty big shoulders. I have pretty big butt. So, but I'm not good.
You suck. None of it translated to the.
It's not translating for me.
Damn. Roman the sad boy right now.
Yeah.
When you were listening off, he's like, I got that.
Yeah,
Got
you're
that.
like,
got that.
I got the forearms, got the shoulders, and yep, it's there.
And then he looks at his duper. He goes, don't got that. That's awesome. So moving on to, I guess, goals in pickleball. What's your short and long-term goals? I guess short term would be for this year. What's your goal or goals? And then within 3 to 5 year span.
I actually want to bring it back to when you first picked up a paddle and you first took the sport seriously. Did you expect to be where you are now?
No.
Okay.
No.
So this was just unintentional and it kind of just came with the love of the sport then, or?
Yeah, it just came with. There just had to be a lot of things that kind of went right and clicked.
Yeah.
If you will. I will say that I think pickleball comes a little bit more natural to me. I think I also got into the sport at a pretty opportune time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I think with that, with my tennis background, I think it translates well to the pickleball world. So when I first entered, did I think that I would be making a good chunk of money from the sport? No. Did I ever think I would be sponsored? Did I ever think I'd have an agent? No. But I knew that there was something there. But no, not in my wildest dreams did I think that all of this would come about from it. So
Okay.
So you didn't have any like goals off the bat. You were just playing for fun.
I was just playing for fun, but I think that honestly kind of catapulted me to where I am, because it's like there was no expectations.
Correct.
There was no pressure. There was no, you have to do this kind of mindset. And so I just had a free-flowing attitude toward the game.
That's super cool.
So what are your goals for 2026, and then let's say your goals in the next 5 years for pickleball?
Yeah. I think my goal for 2026, first and foremost, is injury prevention. And I know we'll get into that in a little bit here, but I've been dealing with plantar fasciitis for about 3 years now.
Wow.
So 3 to 4, almost coming up on 4 now. But yeah, short term, like next 2 to 3 months, is play these next few tournaments and just make sure I manage the load. After that, the back half of my schedule, I'm playing a lot more tournaments. And I think in those tournaments, I want to really test the boundaries of my body and see if I can do it in a more controlled way, try to build strength and do all the off-court stuff so that my body can handle a lot more. To be able to play 2 or even 3 events at these tournaments and go for longer in the tournament itself. Maybe make it to Thursday, or maybe even make it to Fridays.
Yeah.
During these progressive draws. I think longer term goal, 5 years down the road. To be honest, I haven't even thought about past my next 2-year contract. I think for me, it would be, there's a lot of factors, because you don't know what's going to happen on the personal side of things with Marnie and myself. And I don't know what's going to happen with the sport.
Yeah.
Who knows where the PPA is going to be? Is Asia going to take over the market? And is the PPA US even going to be a thing anymore? Is Padel going to take over? Is pickleball going to be in the Olympics? Who knows? So I think there's a lot of factors, but I think what I would like to do is I would like to stick around the sport. So I would like to continue some sort of contract with the PPA to be signed. And I would like to have my goal to be a couple more quarters and semis runs in the future, especially in singles. I know I can do it. I've done it before. My body has just been the only limiting factor over the past 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
With the injury that I've had, I know I can get there. I've done it before. I've proven it, and that's the same kind of platform that I want to kind of get to without putting too much pressure on myself. I want to do it in more of a controlled, fun
That's what got
environment.
You there.
Right. Right. But now I just want to ramp up that intensity, but more in in a controlled way. Because I think at the start, what got me ahead was having fun, and then my body kind of gave out, or not gave out, but it kind of just wasn't ready for that high level of playing. Then I started to kind of sporadically and chaotically train. I didn't really have like a good regimen in the gym and drilling wise and playing wise. So then my body kind of just gave out, and then I tried to push harder and try to get through it. And now I'm at this point where, okay, I know how to train correctly.
Yeah.
I know I can do it, and I know I've been there before, and I know how to have fun in the sport. If I can just get my body healthy in the next month, I think I can do all 3 of those things to the best of my abilities.
Sure.
In the next 3 to 5 years.
Hope so.
Yeah,
we want to see you.
Those are really good goals.
On championship court. Continually.
Yeah.
While I'm on your bench.
We'll table that.
Those are really good goals. So I mean, that kind of brings us into our next segment of like injuries. So like, what are you doing for your injuries? Like, is it a lot of like just injury prevention? Are you seeing like a doctor or anything?
Are you talking about when your body is breaking down? Are you talking about your foot?
I'm talking about everything.
Really?
I had golfer's elbow.
Yep.
For about like 4 months. I couldn't play righty, so I had to play lefty for 4 months. I'm not bad as a lefty, by the way. I'm like I think some people have told me that I'm like a 4.7, 4.8.
God.
Well, because you don't lose the IQ, you don't lose the anticipation, you don't lose the footwork. You just lose a little bit of the motor skills.
Oh, yeah.
You could
just a
take
bit.
my left arm off.
So-
And I, would be just fine. I disagree with that take right there.
But yeah, I've dealt with my fair share of just injuries with the foot, with just some nagging cramps and stuff, and just not being at the most high level. I had some patella tendonitis problems too when I first started playing. So yeah, it's been up and down for sure, but it's mainly been the foot that's been plaguing me. So
I had patellar tendonitis too, actually.
Really?
Yeah. It's not fun.
Yeah, it's not the best.
No.
You have to wear that knee brace.
Yeah, like the band.
Yeah, for the band.
Yeah.
So do you do anything like daily to recover? Like, do you ice a lot? Do you sauna, anything like that?
Yeah, I
Massage. You use a Theragun.
usually my day for recovery for my foot will look anything from heat to ice to a Theragun to foam rolling. Sometimes I'll do gentle massage releases if I can reach the spot. So like I'll do like calf releases to just take out any knots that I have to restricts like blood flow and stuff. So anything like that I'll do. I'm working with a PT right now, and they have me doing specific rehab for my foot. Besides all that, I've gone through 5 cortisone shots in my foot, and I've gotten 1 PRP injection in my foot, and I've gone through a number of shoes. I finally found a pair of Hoka's that work for plantar fasciitis. Still,
Do you play in them?
I do play in them. I need a company. I need a company to come out with a specific court shoe designed for plantar fasciitis, because that's the one thing. I don't know if you remember. I don't know if Nike.
Yeah, right.
If
we
you
got the
come out
money.
with a shoe. I don't know if you remember Taylor Ewell, but she was a really good Minnesota.
I know that name.
Really?
Yeah.
She was a really good Minnesota female pro.
Yeah.
And she was like going on tour, and she was making her rounds and stuff. And she got plagued with plantar, and she had to quit at cold turkey.
No.
And I was like, I can't quit at
Wow.
cold turkey. She just didn't find a court shoe. So I think she wears Hoka's on the side, but she's like, I can't really. So now she just runs the one tournament up at Lucky Shots.
Yeah.
Every year.
CT. Wow.
Or the 2 times a year.
I didn't realize she was.
Yeah, but she had it, and she was the first person I knew that had it when I first had it back in 2022. And yeah, she told me, she was like, get on this sooner rather than later, because in like 3 to 4 years, which is right now, you'll be still talking about it. So yeah, someone needs to come out with a shoe, because it's.
So you play
it's
in
tough.
Hoka's, like that's what you'll be playing in next week?
No, I'll play in Hoka's. I'll do everything in Hoka's up until the first point, and then I'll switch.
Even
Really?
warm-ups.
Right before in warm-ups, I'll probably play in Hoka's.
That doesn't distract your game at all?
No, and probably it goes back to the same thing. It's probably like a mental thing, but it like almost helps me, because I'm like, I'm protecting. At least for the next 1 to 2 tournaments, I'll have to do that.
That is so funny, because I have watched you play, and I've seen you in Hoka's, and I have a few pair of Hoka's too, but I like shoes that are really close to the ground.
Yeah,
and
they're so tough.
So-
It's like walking on stilts.
I honestly thought
Moon
that
boots.
you just forget your shoes and you're just
No,
wearing whatever.
I kid you not. I have to, because they just minimize the heel impact.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
Wow.
crazy. So
Yeah.
there's no like gel inserts or like KT tape that doesn't help at all.
I've tried heel cups. I've tried KT tape. I've tried gel inserts. I've tried any brand of or general orthotic that you can find on Amazon. I've tried. I have custom orthotics. You name it. I've tried
That
whatever
sucks.
Nothing has worked.
Yeah, to try and
Wow.
mitigate this.
Jeez.
So, yeah, it's a tough process. But
Do
yeah.
you feel it's getting better?
Well, recently I've been doing through TCO. My doctor has been giving me shockwave therapy. I don't know if you guys know what shockwave is.
Yeah, this is like electrical impulses, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it's like a TENS unit. If you've
Yes.
ever used like a TENS unit on
Yeah,
your arm.
I use that when I have my knee.
Yeah, but it's like a TENS unit on steroids. So it's like they take this device and they put it up to your foot or whatever body part that needs just regenerative tissue.
Sure.
And I only did it 3 times back in November and December. And you're supposed to give yourself like 6 to 7 weeks. That's why I haven't been playing, because you need the tissue to, I'm not a scientist, but you need it to, I don't know, do something with the blood flow and something like that. But all I know is I've been feeling a lot better. It seems like it's helping a lot, and I'm coming back to playing. I just played for the first time earlier this week.
Singles.
No, just doubles right
Okay.
now. Right now, I can't play singles probably for another like 3 to 4 weeks. You can't play until the 12-week timeline, because your tissue needs to be fully remodeled and fully like locked into place. Otherwise, you'll just break it down again.
Jeez.
So yeah, I'll say shockwave and red light. I've been doing red light therapy too.
Yep, I've heard red
I
lights.
got a Novolab light, a red light boot at home. So now I just click on, I come home, I elevate, compress with the FS6 Plus sock, which is like that compression sock I was telling you about earlier. And then after that, I'll stick my foot in the boot and just turn on the TV and watch for like 15 or 20 minutes.
I mean, I don't want to put myself in this conversation, but the things that pro athletes need to do, no one understands.
You don't see all the behind
You just named like 25 different things you have to do for this one freaking injury. It's insane.
Yeah, I'll say the behind the scenes, and that's just me. I mean, think about, like when like other pros have all of their injuries that they're dealing with. I mean, like, think about what they're doing too.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's crazy.
That's nuts.
It is crazy.
At least you're on the mend though.
Right.
Sounds
Yeah.
like.
Yes.
Have
Yes,
you ever cupped or anything?
I have tried it once on my back and shoulders.
Okay.
It's a very interesting process.
That's
really is.
That's probably my best recovery personally.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why, but like I've had a lot of knee and back issues, and granted, it's better on like larger muscle areas.
Yeah.
I think it just increases blood flow, but like I don't know if is your injury on the bottom of your foot? Is that kind of where it is?
Yeah, it's right on where the heel where the tendon inserts into the heel bone.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So it's like it's like a tough place to even like get into, to like massage and get blood flow into.
Yeah, I think I think what you said, red light therapy is very helpful for that type of area. So yeah, that sucks. Injuries are never fun. I'm injury prone. I really swear to God. I mean, volleyball's just tore my body up. Like,
jeez,
my knees. Like sometimes I'll just be sitting here and it feels like there's a knife in my knee.
Yeah,
and it's just And then Matt's seen me with pickleball. Sometimes I'll just not stretch, and I'm like I like to think I'm young and invincible, and I just won't stretch, and I'll just tweak my back, and I will literally have to slide out of bed. Like, that's how bad it is. And it's just, I mean, Matt's been around a lot of my injuries because I complain to him all the time. But yeah, if you don't take care of your body, I mean, it's tough. So it's
rough. We're not young like we used to be.
Yeah.
No. I mean, any age deals with this stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
I think.
True.
You just got to be more careful and diligent when you're a little older, of course.
Yeah.
But more ice baths.
Right. And I will say, you got to find what works for you though too, because everyone has told me so many different strategies for the foot, and I've tried all of them because I just want to go down every rabbit hole to see whatever works. But what works for one person might not work for the next person.
Yeah.
So you got to try to find that something.
So, not to get to it, but plantar, is that have to deal with the actual muscle, or is it a tendon that's flaring up?
It's the tendon itself.
The tendon
and then
itself,
there's and I don't know everything, but there's the calcaneus bone, which is essentially your heel bone, and then there's the tendon that kind of connects to
Like your Achilles or something?
no to like the muscles in like your midfoot.
Okay.
Area.
Okay.
And so that insertion point, it just kind of gets pulled and pulled and pulled and pulled in both directions because there's insertion points on this side from the Achilles and the lower calf and from the bottom of the foot as well. So it's like anytime you step with that foot, and push off, you're stressing the front side, and then on the push off, you're also stretching the back side. So my pain is actually coming because of my tight posterior chain, just meaning that my calf and my hamstring is just, for some reason, I only have it on my left side. My left hamstring and my left calf are super tight. So they're pulling on the whole chain and they're micro tearing the fascia that is in at that insertion point.
Interesting.
Just constantly, even with steps that I'm taking around the house. So that's why right now, like while I'm doing my rehab, the PT has me doing a gentle massage to loosen up the body and making sure my mechanical trigger, my brain doesn't perceive the pulling sensation to be bad so that it can release the calf muscle. So that when the calf muscle gets released, then the whole bottom of the chain doesn't get pulled, if that makes sense.
Because it's not as tight.
Right, because it's not as tight.
Looser,
it's looser, it's more fluid, it's more flexible.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So I just had to go through a whole whatever to find that out about myself because I thought it could have been that, other people have said you need to massage the underside of your foot.
Yeah.
Or you need to make sure that your ankle muscles are like the ankle muscles on the front are good, or that your hip alignment is not good. So all these people have been telling me, okay, you need to get this for your ankle muscles and like get ankle weights or get whatever for your hip alignment. And I've tried them and they just don't work for me. And now I've found something that works. And I think this is the specific thing that actually works. The most blasphemous take that I've gotten, I will say, about my condition is I was at a Joola celebration event for sponsored players. And I was talking to Tyson. He dealt with plantar in both of his feet. Really? And he told me the best medicine is to just tear the tendon so that you can have a full recovery. And that's what he did. And I was like, I'm not about to tear this.
Like on purpose?
He said don't do it on purpose, but he was like, once I was playing a pickleball match, I can't remember where he said he was playing, but he was like, I was playing a singles match and I heard just a pop and I finished the match and then I had to go into full recovery after that and get surgery to repair the tendon. And I was like,
Yikes.
That sounds like what you call a plantar fasciitis release of the tendon itself, where they go in and snip the tendon so that it becomes more flexible itself. But all the doctors that I've talked to are like, that's the last thing that you want to do.
There is a reason that Tyson is a pro pickleball player, not a doctor. Don't know if I would take that advice. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's a little crazy. But
that's insane.
But it worked for him. So if it works for you, Tyson, then
he's a dog, man.
Yeah.
He is a dog.
He is a dog.
All right, moving on. Before we move on really quick, I do want to say Anna Lee Waters and Anna Bright just lost their first game to Irvine and Christian. So,
is it the new paddle? That's what everyone's going to expect.
Jesse and Caitlin Christian?
Yeah, they lost 9-11. Now they're up 5-1. So I feel like they're just going to turn it on, but that'd be crazy if they lost.
That would be crazy.
So. It's going to be 11-1, 11-2. The next two. I mean, it's just... Stuff like this does happen for sure.
I think they'll find that extra level.
It's you versus JW Johnson circa 2023.
I think they'll find that extra level for sure. I think it'll be 11-2, 11-3.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is wild in the quarters too.
Yeah. That'd be an insane upset though.
That would be. That would be nuts.
All right. I'm curious about your Joola sponsorship.
I was gonna ask about that actually. Where did that come about?
It was all through Shane. Shane,
Okay.
my agent, he had a rep or he had a connection, and then through that connection, he was chatting with someone at the PPA Atlanta tournament, I think, and from there it started, and he was like, "Hey, Aanik," he came to me one day. He was like, "This Joola wants to sign with you," and I was like, "Are you sure?" Like, I kid you not. I was like, "Are you sure?"
That's crazy.
Like, this is like, and I'm like one of those pessimists where it's like, I won't believe it until it's in writing.
Yeah.
No,
And then he was-
I'm there.
And then he was
there
like,
too.
"No, like I have the contract up and ready, and they signed it on their side." And he was like, "Yeah, we just need to sign on ours." And I was like, he was like, "Do you care about like the whole like what's in the clauses and stuff?" I was like, "No, where do I sign?"
Really?
Yeah,
That's
it was-
crazy.
it was-
How long ago was this?
It was, I remember it. It was the PPA Denver tournament in 2024 because that was my first time playing with a Joola paddle. I remember it because I was in the Denver airport. I had just arrived, and I played the next day, and a couple days before, that's when Shane and I had the conversation about the whole contract, signing it. And I was so nervous because I was like, I'd only gotten 4 or 5 days to play with this brand new, nice, no offense to Babolat, just different kind of level tiered paddle with this new brand that was already established in the market and made really good paddles. In the airport, and I give Shane a call. I'm like, "Hey," and he's like, "Don't you dare say it to me." And I was like, "I might switch back to the Babolat. Do you think they'd be mad about that?" And he goes, "Yeah, they'd be mad about it, but if you want to do it, I'll have your back." And this is what I love about Shane. He's like, he supports his players a ton. But I was like, "Okay, I'll feel it out. I'll try to use it on today. I'll try to use the Joola paddle today and see how it feels." And it's in Denver, new paddle, Denver Air.
Yes,
So
that's
it's
what I was about to bring
little
that
bit
up.
a little bit different
The
there
ball
too.
plays way different.
So it's like so many different factors going in, and I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna play.
Was it the
And
3S?
it was the Gen 1.
Oh,
It was
Yeah,
the
the
Gen 1. Yeah, this
14
is way
Simone.
back. We're dating ourselves
Okay,
here.
okay,
This
okay.
is the Simone.
This is pre-Roman Fox.
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, this is the Gen.
This
This is the
You actually were.
This is the Gen 1. And so I played with it on Wednesday. I warm up with it. And I don't like it in my first like couple matches that I played. And I switched back to the Babolat. And I love the Babolat. And then I go into that on Thursday. It was Thursday singles, Friday mixed, Saturday men's. And I go into that Thursday singles day. And I whip out the Babolat to start. And then I'm like, okay, I'm just going to play with the Joola and just see how it goes. It'll be my first tournament with it. If I lose, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
I've had 4 days. It doesn't really matter. I end up winning my first round in the tournament, and then I played Colin Schick in the round of 16. And
That was an insane match.
Yeah, and I ended up beating him in 3, and he's like maybe top 15 in the world at the time, or maybe even top 10. He was just a great player, and I was impressed with myself just for getting a couple points off him. And then that's the time that I played Benny on center again for the first time I was on center, the first time playing Benny with the new paddle that I've only played with for
Forgot
5
about
days.
I forgot.
And I was
about
just
that.
and I lost, but I was like, I had a blast just being out there, and I just was like, wow, that's crazy. Like, this paddle is legit.
Yeah.
Really
Interesting.
legit.
That
So-
Schick match was absolutely insane. Wasn't it like 12-10, 13-11, 12-10 or something like that?
It was something like that. I think it was like 11-9 in the third.
Dude.
It was a
sick.
fun match.
And that was the tournament. The previous match you had a little running into with
Yes.
that guy who's an a-hole to you.
Yeah, there's some
Yeah.
there's some animosity out there on some on the pickleball courts
There's a few characters out there.
with a couple of different people. That guy was my first round match. I know I glossed over and I said I won, but
He basically accused you of being a cheater.
He
Hooking.
started to call the ref some very interesting names.
Oh, nice.
Started with a B and a P and me, and he called me some other stuff as well. So and then one of the Minnesota guys on the sidelines got into it with because he was from Colorado, so he had some like hometown people there. The Minnesota guys that were watching me got into it with some of his people that were watching him, and then the Minnesota guy watching me almost got into a fight. It was definitely a heated verbal altercation, but it was almost a fight, a brawl between him and the guy I was playing. So yeah, that was fun. That was fun. Fun PPA Denver.
I cannot wait for my first PPA experience next week.
You're about to get fisticuffs, bro.
I better see some shit go down.
It's if you're there long enough, there will be something. Yeah, at the end of that match, he didn't. He went in for the high five, and then he went like this, and I was like, all right.
What a tool.
I'm just gonna instigate all next week. Aanik, you let me know who you're playing. I'm gonna talk shit to them. All right.
If you're there, you'll see some stuff go down for sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You'll see some stuff.
What's something that's
you just got to pick the right courts and the right people.
That's true. What people don't realize, they never hear how much chirping there is on live TV, and B, just like the things that the pros say on court, because they're almost always like murmuring to themselves. Like you do that a lot.
Yeah,
you talk
I do.
to yourself, kind of murmur to yourself. I would never hear that on TV.
Yeah.
And never see like your lips or everything. Like Jack Sock, for example, when you played him in Kansas City, I was courtside, and on TV, you don't understand how much this guy like interacts with the crowd.
Yeah,
he talks after every freaking point. It's almost like to the point where it's annoying, but it's very entertaining.
It is. The crowd loves it.
Crowd
loves it because it's like
saying
they're almost
something.
like a part of the match. So it's like. If you, I don't know if
choose a side, you know,
right,
exactly.
And I don't know if Jama is coming to Minnesota.
I hope so.
I don't know if I saw him on that.
Character.
But if he is, you should go to his court because you'll feel like you're a part of the match. He'll kind of incorporate you if you're watching him.
Oh yeah.
I need to see a Big H and Anna Lee Waters battle again. I need to hear some of that. That'd be cool.
Oh, that was crazy. The MLP.
That would be absolutely crazy to hear. So, all right, back to the Joola sponsorship.
Oh yeah,
the Pro 5.
Oh, do we have any word on this?
Do you have a model, a prototype, or anything? I saw you last year with the Pro 4 before people had it. So
that's correct. And you had the Alpha pretty early too.
Yeah. I don't know what I can and can't say with Joola.
Here's what I'll say too. I mean, I guess this is a podcast, but we are very close at Pines with one of the reps at Joola.
Yeah.
So we're actually getting some Pro 5s before it releases. Some blacked out ones.
Okay.
For hopefully before Sub-Zero tournament in February 20th.
Okay.
So I think it releases March 3rd from what I understood. But I
guess, have you played with it?
I have.
No, it's probably in prototype or something. Right?
No, I have not played with it. I have seen it, but not played with it yet.
That's okay. So do they have like a? So how do sponsorships work? Like, do they have like a Discord where they have like calls about like new paddles and new technology coming out to the market, or is it just like Ben John's? What do you like?
I will say it depends on the company, and I will say Joola is one of, if not the best. And I'm not saying this just because I'm signed with them. I will say, just speaking generally and trying to be as unbiased as possible.
Sure.
From other people and hearing what their contracts were like with other paddle sponsors, Joola really cares about their players and takes into account their feedback. Now, they have their main pros, which is just like every other company, but they try to cater to all of the people that they sponsor. And that's what I really like about Joola, because they don't just try to sign anyone off the streets. Mm-hmm. They also don't just have like one or two people that they want to cater to either. They have their like set foundational Joola team. And then once you're on that team, you're kind of part of that family.
Sure.
And what I like about Joola too is you talked about like trying to give feedback or like having some sort of calls and stuff. They their leadership is phenomenal because you can text the COO or even the CEO sometimes, and you can give him feedback about whatever you want to about Joola paddles, Joola, just anything related, and they will take it into account. They might not do anything, but at least their door is open, and you know that you get some sort of response. And what they do every year is they fly all of their players out to I think every year it'll be the PPA Mesa. They rent an Airbnb. I think it was like a 20-bedroom Airbnb. And
Holy, like one house?
It was one house. It had like a lazy river in the back.
What?
It was pretty.
Damn.
It was pretty cool. And they flew the people that were playing in the tournament and that could make it at least out, and they housed you. They gave you meals, and then we would for like it was like a weekend. They would put on presentations of here's our goals for 2025 last year. I'm sure they'll do goals for 2026, where we're kind of headed. Here's our brand outlook. Here's our different kind of brand ambassadors. Here's how you can help us. And then here's how we can help you. And we would like your input on that.
So what I'm hearing is
very
you just
cool.
get to hang out with Ben Johns all the time.
So there was a ping pong table, and I'm not good at ping pong. There were some other Joola pros that were good. So it was Ben and Brandon French, I believe, versus someone else, and Len Yang, if you know who that is.
Okay, yep.
But yeah, so it was, and they were going at it, and there was like the host of us pros just kind of like watching the match go down, which was just really cool to, other than pickleball, just kind of like hang out with those guys and just the guys and girls, and just to know them on like a different or deeper level.
Okay,
Pickleball.
That's awesome.
It's kind of cool. It really shows that it's not just a sponsorship with a company. It's more of like when you're a part of this family and the community.
So is it a year-to-year contract, or how long is
it's I think there's different deals. Like I think Ben, when he first signed, or when he signed his last one, I think it was like a 3-year deal for $1 million or something, or $1.5 million or something. But I think the standard, like mine, is a year-to-year contract that renews.
So what are some like high-level perks with Joola? Like how do you get X number of paddles, X number of gear? Like do they compensate you at all, or?
Yeah, so they do compensate me for different tournaments of just appearances, and if I do well in the tournament, they'll match the or some of the winnings from the PPA.
Okay, very cool.
And then as far as equipment wise, they're really good about if I need, like for the Masters this past weekend, if I had played it, they would have sent me a full kit, a whiteout kit. So they would have like decked. They're really good about making sure the players have what they need.
That's pretty cool.
And if you need something, the Joola rep that I think she helps every player, or she at least works with every player, Raquel. She is amazing, because if you need like a new backpack, like mine was torn last year over the past 2 years, she'll get it to you within like a week.
Really?
Which is really nice. Or if you need like another paddle, she's able to get you that paddle for your next upcoming tournament. And I've even gone so far as asking her for paddles to demo and then be able to like either send back, or she's like just maybe even keep it.
Yeah.
So how many Joola paddles do you have? 30?
More?
Oh
Hundreds?
What's the next question?
A house full?
That's crazy.
Well, I do just keep my old ones too. So like those are also just kind of piling up in the basement, or sometimes I'll give them to like friends that are getting started. And those friends, I will say, they don't know how good they have it, because I'm giving them a used like $300 paddle, but it's still a nice paddle.
Oh yeah.
And like otherwise they'll probably go buy like a $10.99 paddle at Target. So they're like getting some premium quality, but I don't think they care at all. So and should they, and nor should they, but I'm just saying, like, I'll just give it to like friends and other family members that want to get into the sport.
Yeah,
So.
absolutely. That's how you grow the sport. You know? Cool.
That's sick.
Awesome. All right. Last question that we kind of have for you before we kind of start wrapping things up, but I kind of want to hear about your mental game. So my mental game, I feel I've talked to Matt plenty of times, but I feel like I really struggle. I don't know if it's due to like high expectations or just like the mental pressure of like, I love when people watch me in the tournament, but I also like, I hate losing, you know? So
Yeah.
I'm sure we all hate losing, but like, how do you do anything mentally? Like, do you mentally prepare? Do you meditate? How do you kind of, when you played Ben Johns and I'm sure, or like J-Dub and he went on that monster run, right? Like, how do you kind of just get over that and move on to the next ball?
It's honestly, there's no easy answer, but it's tough, right? It's going to vary from each and every person. For me personally, I would say I try and take the mindset of there's much more. When I go, it might sound weird, but there's much more to life than this one pickleball match or this one point that I'm playing. And for some reason, that helps me to just be like, yes, this match matters when I'm playing, but at the same time, win or lose, I'm going on from this match, and I'm probably going to do the same exact things after this match.
Yeah,
that I'm going to do in my personal life. So it's like, yes, I'm locked in. Yes, I'm focused. Yes, I want to win. That doesn't change, but it's almost like does this match really matter in the grand scheme of life?
Okay.
That's how I kind of take it. That's how I internalize it. Now, does that mean I don't get nervous? No, it just helps me to calm down the anxiousness a little bit.
Sure.
Because everyone has nerves, and if you're not nervous, then
You don't
you're actually, you don't actually care about the game.
Yeah.
So that's how, going into a singles match versus a doubles match, I will say I have both of those mindsets, but they do slightly differ. I think my singles mindset is that I know I can compete with anyone. I've done it before. I just have the athleticism to do it. So I use that mindset of like the who cares mindset a little less. It's more so in doubles. I'm just kind of going into each and every doubles match thinking, I can hang with these people. I have shown that I can in the past by playing against these people. And at the end of the day, win or lose, I'm giving it my all. And I'm going to go on to the next tournament because there will be another tournament inevitably.
Sure. Yeah. That's
what really about like 10-9 in the semis? Like, what do you tighten up? Like, what's your mental, aptitude at that point? Do you think about like butterflies and unicorns and try to loosen up, or what? Like, what do you?
I think if I'm at 10-9 in the third, it's all based off of feel, vibes, and you're just kind of like in the moment. Yeah. I think you're just in the zone. I think for me, that's what I'm thinking. I got to this point by playing my game. I'm not going to play any differently just because it's another point. Sometimes I'll even think to myself, I'm like, if I get in a sort of a rut mentally, I'll even just think, okay, I'm just going to try to think that this is like the first couple points of the match again, and then that kind of takes away the nerves factor, the score nerves factor, because it's like, the scoreboard pressure, if you will.
Sure.
So you're not like Roman when he golfs and all he thinks about is, I'm going to hit this in the water. I'm going to chunk this. I'm going to shank this every single hit. So you're not like that, huh?
No, but I will say if I keep track of the few times that I've golfed, the few times I've tracked my score and counted my score, I do worse than if I just play.
Yeah.
Because I've even gone 17 holes, tracked my score, and I'm not good. Not your level, but I've gone.
He's not even good.
I've tracked my score after the 17th, and I was at like 92, and I had never broken 100 before. This was like 2 years ago, and I ended up 5 putting to go to like 101.
No, you did not.
Yeah, and it was like, it was so bad. So it's like, I almost would rather not know what the score is, or like kind of like that pressure.
So
exceed,
have
if
you
will.
broken 100 before?
Yeah, I have. I have now.
Broke it with me, I believe.
I think I might have. Yeah, I might have broken with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my lowest is now like a 92 or something.
Okay.
So not bad, not good.
That's very interesting about like the mental game is that I'm actually opposite of both of you guys. We're like, especially in golf, if I'm like counting, I feel so much more locked in and focused when I'm like, and very like tactical and strategical. And then my like everything like dials in for me when I'm focused on my score and like what I need to do to achieve the highest score. Versus like, oh, I'm just here for fun. You know, like, there'll be an extra. I've never even thought that ever. I'm always in the moment. I'm like always locked in. Like, what do I need to do to win?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting.
Yeah,
That
that is
like
cool.
different personalities.
Different
My other
mindsets.
friend is like that too.
Yeah.
Where he's like, it'll be a next tournament. You know, if I win or lose, whatever. I'm not like that. Like, I need to win this shit.
Yeah,
you know
this
what I
is
mean?
it.
Yeah,
I got this
right? Yep. And that that can, I think, in pressure moments, I'd rather be where you two are at because I take it like so much. I internalize it probably worse than you guys, right? Because you guys are like you have more fun with it versus me. I'm just like more serious about it, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting how like different mental games, like factor into
Well,
it.
I would say the worst times I feel in the match is 0-0. Because after 0-0, I'm not. It sounds weird, but I'm not even thinking about the score. I'm kind of just like in like a flow state, and I'm like, okay, if I win the point, at least for singles, I'm kind of like, if I win the point, just move over. If I don't, I got to return and get the serve back. It's like I'm not even thinking like, okay, the ref says 7-5 or whatever, but I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna serve and see what happens.
Interesting.
I love that flow state.
So-
That's the way to go about it. I think in the match.
Yeah.
Is just to like do your thing, like whatever the score is, yours or whatever. If you're in the flow and you feel good, just don't even worry about the score. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
Kind of a thing. Yeah, that's cool.
Oh. All right. Well, thanks, Aanik, for sharing a lot about. We kind of asked you a lot about your life and just PPA and your contracts overall. Just kind of wrapping things up. Well, we're still going to talk about PPA Lakeville, and then we'll wrap things up, I promise.
Oh, sweet.
Just update on the game. It was 11-4 in game 2, and then they got pickled. So
11-0.
yeah, 11-0.
There you go.
So that's don't mess with
law of averages.
Yeah,
Like
Like
with the
I
rock.
said, there's levels to this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all right, let's just quickly talk about PPA Lakeville. Kind of like what you're playing men's doubles and singles, right?
I'm just playing men's doubles because I can't play singles with my rehab.
yeah.
Okay. So my first singles tournament, though, I'm excited for it back, will be PPA Cape Coral. But yeah, for PPA Lakeville, I'm doing just doubles with Caden.
Okay, and that's on Tuesday.
That is on Tuesday, and I think we play a qualifier, so we could be playing each other.
I gotta make it through to have the opportunity.
Wait, you get to play a qualifier?
Yeah, so the top 16 seeds get a bye into the second round.
Okay.
And then that's right. They haven't released the draws.
Technically, but I've seen them. Yeah.
And then the next 16 seeds play qualies.
Okay.
For
Yes,
those.
sir.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Sure. Okay.
Because it's a little
It's a
smaller.
a little smaller bracket. There's only 48 teams in the draw, 16 in the already the round of 32, and then there's gonna be 32 in the round of 64.
Yeah, I believe 9 are qualifying from.
Yep.
That's what I was given. So I guess 39 are just
or
main,
maybe,
whatever.
Yeah.
So just men's doubles, no mix, no singles for now.
Yep.
I know you went to Cape Coral last year and you played Jack Sock.
I
I was also there for that one.
That was a fun match. Oh, I wish I had him, but
You did.
Yeah. I can picture the point, my match point where I should have gone line instead of cross with my Tui on the run.
And I believe out loud you were yelling at yourself. If I remember this correctly, like in my own head, you're like, why didn't you go line or something like that? You know what I mean?
It was a fun match though. Yeah, I lost in 3, and then I think he went on a run. I think he beat Kwong. So yeah, he made it to semis, I think.
Oh.
So Yeah, that was fun though.
He's back in the semis for Masters. He just beat Fed.
I think my hot take for 2026 will be Jack has at least three singles golds.
I like that. I actually like that a lot.
I just think his upward trajectory is just a lot more than other players, I think.
Yeah, that's fair.
And he's still relatively new to the sport.
Yeah, relatively, yes.
And his singles game is utterly
His
disgusting.
forehand
singles
is
game
just
is just
crazy.
insane.
Bro,
Insane.
He's so strong. He just the snap of a wrist, and it's
I know.
100 miles per hour by
So I'm
him.
saying that wrist strength.
yeah.
Did you see when Annalie Waters lobbed him today on a serve? Did you guys see that?
No.
She did a big moon serve, and then obviously his forehand, right? And he just drove the hell out of it. He was mid-air driving the ball. And
Like he jumped up then hit it?
Yeah,
That's
it was
awesome.
just crazy. You guys I need to show you. It's on memes of pickleball.
Did they get the return
Yeah.
back, like the third?
No, so he drove it at Ben, and it was so fast that Ben just couldn't pick it up, and it was just
That's sick.
You guys have to
That's
watch it on
insane.
memes of pickleball on Instagram because it's just unbelievable. He's a big guy.
Yeah.
You know? Like
He's
Yeah.
huge.
So okay, so
Big boy.
you're gonna be playing Tuesday. Are you gonna be watching any other events?
You gonna
or
be
are
hanging
just
out?
I might be. I probably come down on Tuesday to watch singles and some mixed.
Cool.
And then I'll probably be. And then I'm doing 2 PPA camps in the evening.
Nice.
Like the play with a pro, and there's like another King of the Court thing. So
Very nice.
yeah,
Okay.
it's part of the contract.
What
stuff.
about past that? Are you gonna be hanging out the rest of the week?
I'll definitely come down. I mean, I have some extra tickets, and I think some family and friends are going to be down there too.
Nice.
So it'll be fun to hang out with everyone at the venue and see some good high level pickleball. Hopefully, there's some drama.
That's what I'm looking for too.
We're always praying for that.
Yeah, well, I will be there. I think all day Monday because I'm gonna be filming and watching Matt a ton. I'll be volunteering Friday, so instead of playing, I'm giving back to the community.
What a nice guy.
To play.
What a
And
nice
then
guy.
I'll be there Saturday too, and I think we're sitting courtside.
Are you gonna
so-
be
okay.
championship court bouncer?
I was
Are you
gonna
be
say
staying like
you
this
should
the whole time.
you should
Credentials, please.
figure out
Credentials,
what or where they're positioning you, because if I remember correctly, like 3 years ago, there were better and worse volunteer spots. If I remember, I don't
Interesting.
remember because they had people positioned at different locations, and I think there
Yeah.
was like not the best locations. I can't remember which locations those were. Like some of them were like on the taped courts versus like being
Ouch.
on championship court or something.
So-
Well, you signed up.
I've signed up for Saturday, so that'd be Friday, the quarterfinals.
Okay.
And then I volunteered for I think it's kind of like a bouncer of the championship court.
Oh.
But like I think I just answer questions, but I just wanted to be close to championship
Yeah.
court so I could just watch.
yeah, you can
'cause,
watch it. That's
I've
sick.
never been that close to a pro. I mean, besides Tyra, like it's just gonna be really cool to just get that experience. So that's a big reason I volunteered. And
Yeah.
I didn't know, but they're giving all volunteers free courtside tickets for that that day. That you
Really?
volunteer. So
Wow.
Friday I could be courtside, and then Saturday I could be courtside too. So
Wow.
That's
So, yeah.
sick.
That's a pretty good
you
perk.
make it. I'll be
Yeah,
on the
that'd be
bench
cool.
anyway. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
You'll be on the
Yeah,
bench.
if Marnie ever doesn't come to the tournament and I see you there,
Let me-
you can be
let
the
Let me
emotional.
know. I will.
You can be the
I will
emotion-
gladly take it. Marnie, you have some competition
Yeah.
out there. Okay.
I love that. Let's go.
All right, and then really quick, Matt, what events are you playing? What days are you gonna
Triple
be there?
qualies on Monday. That'll be fun.
Wow.
Singles.
Start at 8
Yep.
a.m. start time?
Yep. 8 a.m. start time. And then
Do you know what time you play men's doubles or mixed?
I think it's 8, 11:30, 1:30, which is a pretty tight timeline.
That is very tight.
But I
Maybe
believe
there
that's the
aren't that
email
many-
that we got.
Okay.
So, yeah, pretty tight. I think my best chance for sure is singles to
the
get
morning?
through. Yep.
Okay.
Just to get through.
Yeah.
I think there's 41 and 11 get through. So,
Oh wow.
got a chance.
Okay.
Got a chance. And then Thursday,
That-
Saturday, I'll be playing.
That's 2 matches and you're in?
I
right?
think 3.
Okay.
I think I start in the round of 64.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
At least the first, because you can somehow see the qualifier draws, even though you're not supposed to, I guess. So I think I would have to win 3 to make it.
Okay.
So we'll see there, and then I'll hang out. I'm playing Thursday, Saturday, but I'll also be hanging out too. I got courtside Saturday.
Nice.
So great day to go semi-Saturdays for sure. Sweet.
Semi-Saturday will be.
Have you ever just like got courtside tickets and watched like in center court, just hanging out?
Well, they allow us to go
Okay.
to watch. So sometimes I'll just go up and watch from not the VIP, but the like the bleacher areas.
Yeah. Do you do that often when you're at a PPA tour event, or are you just kind of more locked
That's
in?
a subtle flex. Honestly, well, they just let us watch.
I'm him.
Except when you're, I guess, playing on Championship Sunday, they don't allow you on the court. Then. That's the only time they don't allow you
right.
on the court.
Credentials, please.
But no, I'm more of the get in, conduct my business, and get out. I've just been around, like, okay, when I first started, yes, I wanted to be
more of a fanboy.
I wanted to be more of a fanboy. I was going to watch random pros on like GS 11 or something like that. Just on like even like a back court, like a court 19, I'd go and watch like
Roman Fam versus
a random singles match or something. Yeah. And it would be so much fun to watch. Now I've been around it, I do still go and watch Championship and Grandstand occasionally, or I'll try to seek out like, you know, if it's going to be a good match, then I'll try and go sneak a couple points. But usually I'll just go warm up, play my matches, whatever matches that I'm playing that day, and then get out of there and rest and recover. Because I've seen those pros, nothing against any of the pros, I just see them enough. That I had enough of these tournaments that it's like, okay, I'm a little sick and tired of all of you guys. Yeah. No offense to the pros.
That's crazy because I'm over here like I cannot.
I know, and I don't want to take all that away from you because it's like I for sure know exactly what you're feeling because it's like every one of us has probably been there before. It's like, wow, this is my first tournament. Like, who am I gonna see? Like, yeah. I'll show you after this. I'll show you the pictures that I got with Ben and Jay, and I'm like this. I'm like, and they're like, yeah. Why am I taking a picture with this dumbass?
Oh, man.
That's amazing. Just a fanboy.
Yeah.
I mean, you've probably been over 40 by now, PPAs, something like that.
Well, it was 20 in 2024, 20 in 2025, and then a couple in 2023. So around 45 tournaments.
Yeah. So you've been there, done that.
Number one.
It's
number one for me. That's crazy.
Number one of many, though.
Yeah,
number one of many.
That's true. Well, so hopefully I go out and watch other ones because I love.
It's addicting, dude. Like the atmosphere and energy is just so different. It hits you in just a different way. Like my brain feels like activated when I'm there because it's just everything, like all the stimulus. You just feel so stimulated, and you're like, "Yeah, this is awesome."
It's fun.
It's so fun.
It's
a blast.
Just so much fun to be there, and then to know that it's like your hometown tournament too.
Oh, it amplifies for sure.
It's a lot of fun.
All right, so to kind of wrap things up, you are obviously our first guest on our pod, so we're gonna do two traditions on our pod. First is I need a signature.
All right.
How big do you want the signature?
Yeah, how big?
Surprise me. Whatever you want.
Okay.
We're gonna try to get every person on our pod to sign that. So.
Oh, okay.
So it can be big. That's fine. You guys can overlap. That's totally fine. But while you're signing that, I'm gonna kind of explain our last thing. That sounded crisp.
That did sound actually pretty good. The ASMR on that's gonna be crazy.
So basically, what we're gonna do, we have 5 questions for you. Matt and I are gonna alternate asking questions, but we want you to answer these questions in 3 words or less. Okay. Try not to go over 3 words. That's kind of the whole point. We'll just start. This first one's pretty easy. Do you prefer indoor or outdoor pickleball?
Outdoor, for sure.
Crazy. That's a hot take.
Why do you say that?
Can I use more than 3 words?
Sure. What in 1 or 2 sentences?
Yeah. I just.
Well, he answered in one. Yeah.
I know all we do is play indoor pickleball here. I like the elements. I like being outside.
Okay.
And it's just fun to have a little bit of variation.
Yeah.
Even if it affects me negatively, I like it. Like I had one match where I played PPA Masters last year. I lost to Michael Lloyd 11-3, 11-4, and I played so bad because there was 30-mile-per-hour winds. and I just couldn't hit through the ball because I didn't lead tape my paddle up. I didn't have any heaviness and plow through. But I liked it. I liked it. Not the losing part, but it was like fun to be in like a new environment, new atmosphere outdoors. So
yeah, for sure.
I forgot that Actually, you need to put this up there.
All right.
You need to just put it in front of Tyra.
In front of Tyra? You're dethroning the queen, man.
Put it right in front. There you go, Tyra. So that
Queen
means,
is dethroned.
That means if Tyra wants to get back on our wall, she needs to go on her pod. So. Okay, cool. Well, Matt asks number 2.
Number 2. What actually wins points at your level?
See, this is where it gets hard because you only get 3 words.
I think I only need 1 word. I think it's consistency.
Yeah.
It's consistency. At the end of the day, that's what separates.
I was going to say patience
all
too.
Of the levels.
Do you think that's true?
I'd say patience, to a certain extent, but I think consistency in terms of singles and doubles it can relate to, because like you just need to be able to hit your shots, whatever your shots are, consistently to be at that high level.
For sure. Yeah, understood. Okay. Question number 3. I guess this is kind of the same question. Consistency, probably. Maybe use a different word.
Well, I changed it.
Okay.
Question number 3 is, what advice do you have for new players that are entering the sport? Crickets.
I'd say, I'd say don't just bang.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. And if I could use more words, I'd say it's a tough thing to hear because all you want to do is hit the shit out of the ball. Coming from an ex-tennis player, I want to do it. Everyone wants to do it, and you can do it. But after a certain extent, if you feel yourself plateauing, learn the slow game. Learn the slow game. Learn to neutralize pace.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
I mean, that's how the sport is meant to be played.
Yeah.
Right. And you see it at the pro level. Yep. Right. Interesting. Okay. So question number 4. What do most players misunderstand about pickleball? Allow you some time to think here.
It's for everyone.
Okay. So you're saying there's some stigmas thrown out there where it's only old people, or it's like, it's a slower sport,
Yeah, even the fact that like I come from a tennis background, or people come from padel or racquetball or squash or ping pong, and they look down upon the sport. It's like, just give it one try. I always tell people, give it one try, and then if you hate it, you don't have to say anything about it, but just you can step aside for the people that actually want to try to keep going into it. And there's a lot of those people out there.
Yeah.
So I think it could grow a lot more than it already is because it can cater to a lot of audiences.
Yeah.
So
okay.
Great answer.
That's a good answer.
Really good.
All right, last question. Where do you see the sport in 10 years?
In the Olympics.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's going to be in the Olympics.
Interesting. But there's got to be... knock on real wood here. Is this real wood?
This is real wood.
Okay. All right.
I built the same one.
I think so. I think 2032.
Okay.
Is that the next Olympics?
I think
by then, what's your predictions on who is going to dominate? Will it be Asian countries, do you think?
I think it'll be a lot of the Asian countries that will be coming up and about, but I think there's a smaller subset too of kids that are starting in pickleball, not just transitioning into pickleball. They're starting from their parents are putting them in at a young age at these PPA. Like you'll see it. Maybe not at the PPA Lakeville, but at definitely other PPAs. There's already a junior PPA. And they get down to like 8 to 9 years old. I was watching at another PPA tournament, this 8-year-old playing against like this 11-year-old, and their forehands are crazy. Like
really?
they're absolutely smacking the ball around, and it's like a singles match. And I'm like, I hope I look like that on the court, because that's crazy
like, this is impressive,
to think about.
Man.
Like you will be the face of at least the U.S. pickleball scene in 8 to 10 years.
Sure.
You look at people like Tama, right?
Yeah.
They're young who have like a shot like his Tui is like different than any other cat I've seen.
Yeah.
And it's stuff like that where it's going to separate the young kids like hitting shots like that.
For sure.
I think it's super cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
Kinda.
they're the future.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, but that's interesting that they're starting out in pickleball instead of advancing from tennis like the last couple of years.
Yeah. Yeah.
I like that.
Cool. Well, that was called the Fast Five at the kitchen.
Whoa.
I like it. I like it.
And
This
then
is can we
I like
trademark this
I like
name?
that segment.
to end the whole podcast. It's called the line call.
Okay.
Okay.
I want
One
to
hot
hear.
take.
I want to hear your hottest take.
Oh, really?
Your hottest take.
Oh,
You
boy.
did one of Jack's sock. We're earning 3 goals. I don't know if that's it, but that was a
Oh,
pretty hot
yeah.
take.
Your hottest take in pickleball.
Like
ever.
about the sport or
just anything pickleball related.
okay.
You can think about it. but
Okay, yeah,
it's-
give me...
Yeah,
We'll give you some time.
I don't even know what mine would be. We've talked about hot takes for forever, and
I'd have to go back to like our last script and see what I said.
That's what I would have to go back to. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different pickleball hot takes.
Like,
boy.
I think mine was like probably my hottest take was there should be like a shot clock or something. Because I think that pickleball, the problem with it advancing to like a consumer level and a TV deal level is that's doubles especially is not fun to watch.
Yeah.
It's boring. It's almost like soccer, of course, has grown a lot. It's the #1 sport in the world, but it's almost like that where it's like it takes so many shots to set up a point in pro pickleball, and especially doubles where it's not fast paced. So people will like just flip through and be like watching 20 dicks and be like, yep, next channel.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just not watch it.
that's definitely one of mine too. Is just like I think pickleball is boring to watch on TV at least, especially if you don't know the sport. Because you're like, why is it just the females hitting to each other?
Yeah.
Right. It mixed doubles, that is. But yeah.
Yeah.
Have you came up with one yet?
I think I had this hot take. I don't know if I believe it anymore, to be honest.
Okay.
But I always thought that the court should be a little wider.
Interesting.
Okay.
Not longer.
No, not longer. I actually think the length of the court is fine. I don't know why. I think I would increase the width of the court. I think it would help.
It would help singles players.
It might help people with lateral quickness a little bit more.
Yeah.
But I think where I was going with it was I think it might help differentiate this sport a little bit more because you have all of these courts where they're kind of rectangular shaped. And this might sound super stupid and it might not play at all, but it kind of allows for more of like the lateral, like side to side game that like Padel kind of introduces. And it's less of just like because everyone that sees pickleball, it's like, just go play tennis.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like, okay, now we're going to introduce a little bit more side to side action that Padel gets into because Padel, you have like the full 360. If you spread the width of the court, you have a little bit more chances to create more angles and to play around with that part of the game. Because I think it's already been done. The speed and pace of the game has already been kind of brought into the game with the new paddles, the new balls. So that leads to the court being kind of like elongated front to back. But I think with the new spin technology and that kind of stuff, I think there's a little bit more room to grow literally on the court width-wise.
Interesting.
Would you extend the net poles then to the same?
I think you would. I think you would have to play around with it, but I think you would almost kind of create more ATP opportunities.
That's what I like to see because if I could change one thing about the sport, I would say put the net the same exact, like right on the end line.
Yeah.
Because I think it's super deceiving to see like someone might be going for an ATP, but they might not have that reach. But then you have to be able to be ready for that defense, or like, because like some people might try to earn you that.
Yeah.
Right. So it's super interesting. Like, well, now that brings a whole nother level of the game to like you have to be really defensive and be smart of where your positioning actually is.
Mm-hmm.
So I actually really like that take.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if you brought the net in to the lines, you would have to widen the court. You would have to, because people would go for less angles because the ATPs would be so freaking common if you brought it. So you'd have to widen the court so that you can create those angles. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
And then old people will never excel at the sport. Take out the geriatrics.
Yeah, or they might like it even more because they're able to hit easier ATPs. If the net is brought in, and if they
could
get,
they
like,
bend down to hit them?
They might not be, but they wouldn't need to bend down because they wouldn't need to wait until the ball gets lower. Because you only wait, or the only reason the ball's low is that you're trying to wait for that last possible second so that you can get it around the net.
Yeah.
But you don't need to wait around to get around the net if the net's brought in.
I suppose so.
Right? But I mean, you'd have to play around with the dimensions, and you have to, you'd almost have to like just re-up the whole sport and stuff. But
yeah, I mean,
it'd be
let's make a new sport.
Yeah. That would also be my other hot take about pickleball is whenever I tell people that I'm a professional pickleball athlete, I feel like the name isn't as good as it sounds.
Are you ever embarrassed when you say
pickleball?
I
will
always
say yes, a little bit.
Yeah.
Yes, whenever someone asks. That's why I don't even bring it up. And then actually, what usually happens in social conversations, Marnie and I will go to like a social event. I'll just introduce myself, blah blah blah, and then Marnie will be like, "Oh, and he's a pro pickleball player." And I'm like, yeah, what are your thoughts on that, though?
Can you just say pro athlete, Marnie? Let's relax on the pickleball. I have always despised the name of pickleball. Always. I think it sounds so bad.
Yeah. So that's my other like
Padel sounds so sick.
Mini hot take. That pickleball could be. Yeah. I wish it was a little bit rolls off the tongue a little bit more.
Yeah. Yep. I've always felt that way, man.
Better.
I like that. That's hilarious because like sometimes when I talk about pickleball to like other people that have never played, I'm like, that's a little embarrassing too. So I don't know. Maybe it's just like it has a bad rap because of all the dinking that there is and like how slow the game looked from an outside perspective. But yeah, I've always wondered that if you boast yourself and you're like, oh, I'm a pro athlete. Like
I will say there's some certain context that I do it. Like for our wedding, I did DM. This was completely a joke, but I didn't know if she would respond. But I did DM Taylor Swift. Because Marnie's a big Swiftie. No. And I DM'd her, and I'm sure she obviously wasn't going to see it.
No.
But I started off saying, hey, Taylor, I'm a professional pickleball athlete, as if I'm trying to, like, flex like on Taylor. So, like, I will be, like, in certain situations, if I wanted to try, but it doesn't even seem like a flex when I'm saying it, because I'm like, I need to keep it at pro athlete, not pro pickleball athlete.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
You know what? You play singles, and what's your best at? So I think you could say pro athlete for sure.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Matt Wright?
So.
Pro. We'll keep it at pro. Yeah. We'll take the athlete out of Matt Wright.
All right. Well, that's kind of all we have today. Thank you so much, Aanik, for joining us today.
Having me. This was great.
Make sure you guys follow him on Instagram for sure. Any other social content you want to?
Mainly just Instagram, Aanik Lohani _pickleball.
Okay. Yeah, we'll put a little overlay right there. So, again, thanks a lot for your time. I'm sure a lot of people gained some. I gained a ton of information on. I had no idea about PPA contracts or Joola contracts or anything. Too.
That's cool.
So, yeah, thanks a lot for your time. We really appreciate it. Hopefully we can do some sort of content video where you carry me.
That'd be fun.
I think that'd be a ton of fun. So
once you get your planter,
yeah, in like a month.
Hopefully the shots.
And I'm not playing in Hokas.
Yeah.
Then we'll run.
I'm not playing Hokas.
So yeah, make sure you guys follow him on Instagram. Make sure that you guys watch him at PPA as well too. Hopefully he goes on a big run there. So
tune in.
So yeah,
let's go.
Anything else you got, Matt?
Well, I'm gonna beat you once we play qualies. Get out of qualies and we play.
That's a hot take right there.
That is a hot take. Way to end it on a hot take.
No, yeah. Just obviously, thanks so much. I feel like, ever since we played the first tournament together, I've always been a fan of you personally. I feel like you're just obviously one of the most genuine people that I've met. So continue to do your thing, elevate your game. Hopefully, we see you healthy. And you're such an easy guy to be a fan of, right? There's some pickleball players, that I don't care for because their personality is very easy to get along with. So yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, fun having you. Hopefully we can get a video together, but if we don't, this was awesome. Appreciate it.
We also need your shirt size, and
sweet, yeah.
we need. I know you said you like to eat unhealthy, so we need your favorite restaurant. So yeah, let us know that after the pod. But yeah, thanks a lot.
All right.
All right.
See you guys. Later. Thanks, dude.